Hello my gorgeous beings of light, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another reading. For those who don't know me, I'm Daughter of the Divine, nice to meet you. For those who do know me and return to my channel, thank you for always coming back. I appreciate your support. More than words can explain, more than words can describe, more than words can say. If this is your first time here, welcome. I think I just introduced myself. I'm Daughter of the Divine, nice to meet you. So today's reading is going to be a calling you out. I don't know what title is going to be. It's probably going to be Spirit is calling you out. Like, what's up? What do you need to fix? You know what I mean? What's going on? You know, kind of vibe. They don't be calling people out for no reason. There's something that you could be doing that you need to change, kind of vibe. So if you're not into those kind of readings, then this is not the reading for you. If you are, then stick around. Stick with me, friend. It's going to make sense by the end of it, okay? Because it always does. One thing I've learned, it always does. So we're going to get into the piles or the groups, whatever you want to call it. And I'm using a deck I haven't used in a minute, so I'm excited. We're going to, of course, I don't know, this reading may be short, so maybe 4 groups. We could do 4 groups. Why not? Can I get a card for group 1, please, Spirit? Can I get a card for group 1, please? Oh, that was easy. I have 1 card. Can I get a card for group 2, please, Spirit? Can I get a card for group 2? Can I get a card for group 2, please? I'm hearing not to show you the card, so maybe there's a reason. Okay, group 2. 1, 2. Can I get a card for group 3, please? Group 3. Can I get a card for group 3, please, Spirit? Can I get a card? Okay. And then can I get a card for group 4? Can I get a card for group 4? Can I get a card for, thank you. And you see how they're purposely falling out right side up or not right side up. So what I'm going to do is get some crystals for y'all to help y'all choose. We have my handy dandy shell right there, Rochelle, that's her name. Say hi guys to Rochelle. Here we have a carnelian stone. Say hi to the carnelian stone. Then we have a speckled rock. And then the last one we have is another rock, but it's not speckled. So those are how you guys are going to be able to choose your groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to choose which pile or piles are calling out to you the most and get ready to be called out by Spirit. Okay, I'll see you at your pile. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. Are you ready to be called out by Spirit? They're calling you out today. So I'm going to be doing a calling you out spread in this reading today. We're going to have 4 prompts, and then we're going to get like a lot of oracle cards to kind of clarify those prompts. And I'll probably also pull some clarifying cards for those cards. So the first prompt will be, what have you been doing wrong? Starting off strong. 2, in what area of your life do you need to improve? 3, how can you work to improve this? And 4, how are you holding yourself back? Okay, so if you're interested in finding out those things today, then stick around. Welcome. Hi, how are you, group 1s? I hope you're doing well, other than being called out today. So we're gonna get your card here. So you chose a shell. I don't know if that has any significance to your reading. I just kind of placed whatever wherever, but this card definitely does have some significance. So we're gonna see what it says. What are you being called out for? We have a gazelle, change and purity. Okay. There's a change that will lead to like a purification in your life that you could be holding yourself back from. I'm going to put this up here as like a energy, what do you call it, grounding for the reading. So that's what we're going to find out more about. A gazelle. You need to make that change, like Michael Jackson said in Man in the Mirror. So maybe there's something about yourself that you're refusing to see, refusing to change, refusing to acknowledge. You know what I mean? And until you make that change, there will be no purity. Interesting. So what have you been doing wrong? This is we're getting right into it. What have you been doing wrong, please? What have my group 1s been doing wrong? Why are they being called out today? Why are they being called out today? What have they been doing wrong? Okay. You have Seven of Swords. Ooh, see? Hiding the truth, running away from something. There's something blaringly obvious for you to do right in front of your face right now, and it's kind of like you're sneaking away from it. You're trying to run from something, because that's definitely what he's doing. He's stolen something, and I feel like maybe that's why this bird is like, ah, because he's walking away with feathers in his bag. And you could have done someone wrong. You could have ran away from something. I'm hearing ghosted someone, left someone in the dark, and just ran away. So it's definitely giving you did something and you haven't changed, or you haven't faced their consequences for that thing that you did. So you're definitely impure right now, and they're asking for you to change and to find that purity. So when I see the shell, I immediately saw there's a card in the wisdom of the oracle that says round and round and round. So you could be stuck in a toxic cycle of maybe ghosting people, of leaving people in the dark, of not fully opening up and being your pure honest self. Take whatever resonates there, because it doesn't always have to be about relationships, but it's definitely something about you hiding away from something. You are running away from something. Let me get a clarifier. Can I get a clarifier for this portion of the reading, please? Can I get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords? It's kind of like, yeah, you're hiding away, sneaking away in the night, because that's what the moon represents. Hiding things, you know, something being left unclear. You know, your intuition is glaring and telling you something. Look at how he's right under the moon, and the moon is shining down on him, but he's left his hood on so you can't even see. You know, I'm hearing the chosen one. So he's been chosen. He's like, I don't want to be chosen. Like I said, there's like a glaringly obvious. So I'm hearing like, Gah! And these are like, they're giving crows, and crows definitely represent message. They're like an omen for something. You're being told to do something, end something, change something, and it's right in your face, the way this bird is right in our face, but he has his back turned and his hood on, so you can't see the light shining down on him, you know? So can I get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords, please? Can I get a clarifier? Holy Spirit, thank you. Five of Pentacles, wow. Okay, so it's gonna have to do with finances or house situations. And then here we have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, there's something you're supposed to be moving away from. The Nine of Pentacles. I'm hearing it's been a long time coming with the Nine of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. What have you been doing wrong? Staying stuck instead of moving on. Because this did want to come out in reverse. But I'm like, I got the message either way. You're staying stuck instead of moving on kind of vibe. You're wallowing is what I'm hearing. You're wallowing in an energy that is not good for you. It's not for your highest interest and your best interest. And instead of getting up, you know, shaking yourself off and moving on, you're staying stuck, okay? This could be something someone did to you, the Seven of Swords. Just somebody left you in the dark, and you're staying in that darkness instead of moving on and shining the light, not realizing that the moon is shining down on you for a reason. You've been chosen to do something for a reason. This was your kind of like your divine purpose. It's all a part of the divine plan. You were supposed to be left. You were supposed to be ghosted. You know, you were supposed to be left in the dark about something, or you're keeping yourself in the dark for no reason because the answers are right in front of you kind of vibe. So you're staying stuck for why? You're staying stuck. That's definitely what you've been doing wrong, okay? So we're going to be going on to the next prompt, which is in what area of your life do you need to improve? In what area is this taking root, taking effect? Please, Spirit, please. Because we realize you're running from something, but what are you running from? Give us more context, please. In what area of your life do you need to improve? This staying stuck for too long energy. In what area of their life are they staying too stuck? Which I'm not going to do. Why do you have to get two cards, please? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So change. Yeah. In what area of your life? And we have Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're not following the momentum. You're not chasing the momentum. You know, I'm hearing the momentum is the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum, and instead of going with it, you're missing an opportunity. Like I said, there's something glaringly obvious being placed in front of you. A sign, angel numbers, opportunities, and you're purposely just putting your hood on and ignoring those opportunities, and they're going to lead to great change. So in what area of your life do you need to improve? Going after something, having the energy or the courage or the confidence to, you know, do something that will fulfill your highest good. I would definitely say fulfill your highest purpose. Like I said, I keep hearing chosen one. So there's something that you're meant to do that you're not doing. And what area of your life? Can I get a clarify? Because this did not clarify anything. Something with passion, you know, something that lights you up, that makes you happy. You're staying in this rumpy, dumpy, stumpy energy of like your the weight of the world is on your shoulders, your head is down kind of vibe. And that's the thing. There's something that you're, like I said, not seeing. Her head is down here, and then this person has to hood over their head, so they can't really see what's going on. They can't see the light, the moon shining them, leading the way. It's like you're hiding from your intuition, which you know you're supposed to do, you're not doing. In what area of their life do they need to improve? Can I get a clarifier for these? Oh, I just saw the Tower pop out, but it didn't come all the way out. So something could have fallen apart in your life. Five of Pentacles is giving that kind of energy where you're displaced, you're in between things, you're in the in between. You just moved from a job and now you're stuck, like not having a job instead of looking for another job, when if you did, it would be right there in front of your face, because you were supposed to leave that job to bring this new opportunity, you know. So it's like, okay, I'm getting the example of you left your job, you were done, you were sick and tired of being sick and tired, you got up and you quit, but you told yourself, okay, I'm quitting so I can do something else, and you quit and you're not doing something else. You're just staying stuck in the energy of not having a job, and like maybe opportunities or jobs are being given to you and you're just not taking the opportunity. So it's like you're staying in a stuck energy, just like, excuse me, this is not what we made you quit for. This is not why we made you do what you did, you know, kind of thing. Because your creative energy, your momentum is gone. You know, your momentum is stagnant. It's stopped. So you quit for a reason. We gave you the signs to quit, you know what I mean? But then you didn't go forward with it. You didn't follow through. There was no follow through, is what I just heard. So in what area of their life do they need to improve? Having the, you know, momentum to keep things going. Oh my God. Didn't I say the Tower wanted to come out, but it didn't, and then it flew out anyway? Wow, okay, yeah. I don't want to see this, so I'm not relishing in your Tower moment, but I'm just like, I knew it wanted to come out, but it didn't come out, and it came out anyway. What area of your life do you need to improve? Yes, you went through a Tower moment, and like I said, you stayed down. Like you were kicked down, you were beat down, and instead of getting back up after that and healing, you stayed down, you know? So you would know what it is better than me, because it's not really giving me anything solid. Like Wands is very, there's not really giving an area of life besides passions. Like I said, they made you quit your job, or you decided to quit your job, and they gave you the go-ahead. Spirit gave you the go-ahead to quit your job, to follow your passions. And instead of following your passions, you've been just, like I said, wallowing. With the Five of Pentacles energy, like nothing good is happening from you, but are you actually putting in the work? It says no. You're not putting in the work to do what they told you to do. You're not following your destiny. You're not following your path, kind of vibe. Once you do, we have this Wheel of Fortune. This is what you need to improve. Keep that momentum going. The Wheel of Fortune will happen once you keep the momentum going, but it can't happen if you're not doing anything to make it happen. So it's kind of like someone who's waiting for life to happen to them instead of getting up and making their life happen, you know? It's like, okay, I got the example of, I want a relationship, I want love, I want to fall in love, but you're staying in the house. You're not going out and trying to find anyone. You're not doing things you love to find people who share your interests and hobbies. So it's like, how are you trying to look for love, but you're stuck in the house crying? Like, you need to go to, I heard, go to the museum, you need to go to the movies, you need to do hobbies and things that you enjoy doing. And maybe they're telling you to do your passions, to find your person. You're complaining and crying to them every day. Spirit, where's my man? Where's my woman? I'm so lonely. I want love. I was like, girl, we've been telling you for the longest time to go to the gym. We've been telling you the longest time to go to the movies. We've been telling you the longest time to go out in nature, to take a trip, to hang out with friends, you know, to go out there and be out in there in the world and put yourself out there. And you haven't been doing it, but you expect to find love. What you're not going to do is play in my face. That's what Spirit is saying. That was them, not me, okay? That's definitely what I'm saying. So like, I told you to leave this job because you weren't going to find your person there. You weren't going to find your passion there. You weren't going to find your purpose there. You moved on, you left the job, and then stayed there. You didn't do anything after that. You didn't find a new job. You didn't follow the passions you were so adamant that you wanted to do. You just stayed stuck, you know? And then this Tower moment, stay the Tower moment. So it's like the momentum is wasting. You're wasting energy. You're wasting time is what I'm hearing. And I said that between clenched teeth because they're probably getting a little irritated. So you guys definitely have very vocal angel ancestors and spirit guides. Very vocal. So you need to improve in the area of life where things fell apart. Things seem to disintegrate. So something ended, fell apart. That's where you need to focus. That's where you need to improve. And you would know better than everyone because everyone has different tower moments, you know, right now in their moment in their life. So it's like you did the tower moment, you moved on, and you thought that quitting your job was the step that you needed to do, and you're going to find your person, you're going to find your passion. It's like, no, you have to keep putting in the work. You stop putting in the work, you know? You stop, you stopped striving for something. It's how you kind of fell in like a depression after you quit. Because now you're just like, wow, you let the stress overtake you is what I'm hearing, you know, of I'm never going to find another job, the negative thoughts kind of vibe. Okay, you're in this tower moment, but it's not going to last forever because they led you to that tower moment for a reason. So it's leading to something better, but instead of focusing on the better, you're focusing on the, oh, I'm still in this tower moment. But like I said, you're not making any steps to improve that tower moment. So now I'm going to stop repeating myself and move on. How can you work to improve this? This is the part that I'm most interested in. Like they said, make that change. Look in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, you know? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. What? And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. What? Yo, don't get me into Michael right now. I love Michael. Ugh, I love Michael. The best. My favorite, you know? But it's like, yeah, you want to make that change, but you're not doing anything. Like I said, chosen one energy is big here. Like you were chosen for this particular task. They were giving you all these messages, the signs, like, and no message could have been any clearer. Like everything is blaringly obvious and in your face, but you're still not doing anything. Child, they coming for you. Anyway. How can you work to improve this? We have 9 of Cups. Do what you love. Follow your heart. Follow your passions. Follow your wish. Like, do not lose sight of the dream now. Do not lose sight now. Do not lose focus now. Do not stay in a wallowing energy of nothing good is going to come from this. I quit my job. What next? I'm scared. I'm terrified. You know, lack energy. 5 of Pentacles. Wow, yes. Stop staying in a lack energy of 5 of Pentacles. Nothing's gonna be good ever again. It's like, no. Wheel of Fortune is staring you right in the right in the face. Let's just stop playing. You know what I mean? Stop playing in my face. How can you work to improve this? Follow your passions. Look at how she's jumping for joy. Look at how she's jumping. She found her gold. She found her jackpot, you know what I mean? And that's what the freaking Wheel of Fortune is. Wow. Yeah. She found her jackpot. Like the jackpot is staring you right in the face. Can you just take the money? Can you just take the person? Can you just go for a walk? Can you just do what we've been telling you to do? And you'll see how quick things can change with the Wheel of Fortune. You'll see how quick you'll reach your dreams, your desired outcome, you know, your purpose, your passion. Just move. Do something. Stop staying stuck. Can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Cups, even though it's blaringly obvious? Can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Cups, please? How can they work to improve this? Can you elaborate on the 9 of Cups? We have the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, relying on your inner strength. And you know what immediately came to mind? Then we have the Ace of Cups for sure. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And the 3 of Pentacles. So it's like relying on yourself and not expecting others to kind of come in and help you. Stop being like you don't know what to do. You do know what to do. The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, wishy-washy energy up and down. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go next. You do. Stop lying. Because all of this is under the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings are waiting. And new beginnings in love, new beginnings in career and finances. As soon as you stop the wishy-washy energy, you're waiting for other people to come and help you. You can help yourself. You know, I'm hearing Save Myself by Vincent. You can save yourself. You can help yourself. There's no need for you to be stuck waiting for your person or somebody to come in and help you. You can do it yourself. Just step up and move, you know? But anyway, as soon as I saw this inner strength, it automatically gave me discipline. So you could be striving for something. We're going to go with the example of content creating. You could be a content creator and you've been making content, okay? But you don't see any improvements. You don't see what you want to see. You don't see the leaps and bounds that you want to see, the improvements, the recognition, notoriety kind of thing. You don't see what you want to see, okay? And they're like, do you have a schedule? Do you have some structure to this passion? Because yes, we have the Nine of Cups, we have following your dreams, but then we also have, there needs to be structure to a business. Like if everybody just, you know, relied on their dreams and their passion, their emotions, or when they're feeling good alone to make their dreams come true, there would be, wait, what am I trying to say? If everyone just relied on, like I said, dreams, passion, and emotions, there would be way more millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires in the world, because your emotions and the feel, the want, the desire, the excitement to do that thing is enough to push you. Negative. No, it's not. You need to have discipline behind that, getting up every day at the same time, having structure to your life, working out, having a schedule, a routine that keeps you like getting up and like, you know, like what's it called? Muscle memory. So if your body's used to getting up every day at 6, your body's up at 6. You have to get up. You have to go for a good walk, eat something healthy, then sit down and work on your passions, you know, do some journaling kind of thing. There needs to be a structure. You can't just get up and do things willy-nilly whenever you want to and expect there to be any change or growth. That's just immediately what I heard with the inner strength here. You need to rely on inner strength, that grit, you know what I mean? That discipline. Like, I don't want to get up today. Well, I have to, because I want the money. I want the notoriety. I want, you know, I want to follow my dreams and I want them to become my reality kind of vibe. So maybe that could be where you're falling short. You haven't made a structured routine. Like, you know, it's like all over the place, you know? You burst out with a few videos or content and then you disappear again and you're not on a steady schedule. And it's just like, you know, nothing's going to come from that is what I'm hearing. So you have to find your discipline, your inner strength, not your outer strength, your inner strength, okay? To follow through. You need to find your follow through. Yeah, heard that. Okay? Because it will lead to romance. So maybe you're supposed to meet this person you've been crying about through this dream of yours. And you're not doing it to, you know, you're not maybe reaching enough people, or you're not on the road to success, on the right track yet to meet that person. So you're crying over love. You're crying over money. You're in this Five of Pentacles. Nothing good is still happening in my life. But it's like, are you doing everything you can? Literally, honestly, ask yourself that. Look in the mirror and change it if you don't like what you see. Okay, stop being mean. Shoot. Anyway, now we have the last and final prompt, which is, how are you holding yourself back? How are you holding yourself back? Please, Spirit, how are they holding themselves back? Since you've been so forthcoming with the rest of the reading, continue. How are you holding yourself back? How are my group ones holding themselves back, please? How are they holding themselves back? How are they holding themselves back? I'm hearing be graceful as well, like a gazelle. Because the way gazelles are able to leap and go after what they want, yeah, it's just giving move, leap. Take a leap of faith, Fool card. And be graceful with it, you know? Not like I'm hearing be tactical or strategic about it. Because there's a way that you can jump and then you hurt your leg. And then there's a way that you can jump and, you know, do like, I'm hearing a pirouette. Is that, like, I don't even know, what is a pirouette? It's like the way the, what is it called? Ballerinas, like, you know, bounce on their leg while going in a circle kind of thing. That could be what a pirouette is, or maybe not, who knows? But it's like, not anybody can just get up and be a ballerina. Anybody can get up and jump, because we were all able to jump as humans, but not everybody's able to be a ballerina or do a pirouette. It takes, you know, what was I saying earlier? Practice, you know, it takes strategy. Yes. It takes building your strength, which is why the strength card came out. Not many people are just able to wake up and do a pirouette. No, it takes training. Yeah, discipline. Which is what I was saying. Okay, so how are you holding yourself back? How are they holding themselves back? How are they holding themselves back? Can a card come out, please? Dang. How are they holding themselves back? Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're not giving enough time and energy to your thing. You're not being generous enough to your hobby, to your love, to your passion. You know what I mean? To your content. You're not being generous enough. You're not giving it enough time. You're not nurturing it enough, you know? That's what the Six of Pentacles is. You're not giving it enough charity, attention, time. You know, that coming out in reverse. How are you holding yourself back? Yeah. Or you're not investing in yourself is also what I'm hearing. Which is then, you know, it also includes or ties into not giving it enough time, care, or attention. Can I get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles in reverse? How is my group ones holding themselves back? How is my group ones holding themselves back? You have Two of Swords. Yeah, not... Okay. Not choosing one direction, walking in it. Here we have Seven of Wands in reverse. Maybe not letting your guard down. Five of Wands, fighting against yourself. Three of Cups in reverse. I'm just hearing not believing in yourself. Two of Swords, how are you holding yourself back? By not moving forward, by keeping yourself stuck, by not taking off the blindfold and choosing a clear path forward. Like you're stuck at a crossroads. Like, do I do this or do I do that? And it's like, that's what you've been stuck at for the longest time. You left the job. You decided to go out on your own. I'm hearing freelance. You know what I mean? But you're still at that crossroads of, do I go back to regular work or do I follow my dreams? Do I do regular work and follow my dreams at the same time? But there's something that was divinely led for you to maybe not have to work. Maybe you're in a situation right now where you don't have to work. You don't have to be stressed about this and that kind of vibe. So you're able to fully pursue your passions. But there's no structure behind it. So it's not going to get off the ground. It's not going to gain any traction. You know what I mean? Because you're not giving enough time and effort to it. It's like you haven't fully believed in yourself and chosen to move forward yet. You're still thinking, oh, maybe it's a passion. Maybe I'm not good at it. You're not believing in yourself. That's what I keep hearing. So how are you holding yourself back by not doing anything? By not giving enough time and energy to the thing? By not believing in yourself and investing in yourself and then not moving forward at all? Because look at how we have the freaking, like I said, these birds keep harassing us, okay? Or you. These birds keep harassing you, clawing at you. And you still have this blindfold ignoring them. You can hear them. You can see the signs. You can see the messages. You know, but you're not doing anything. You're not moving forward in those plans. And that's why a change needs to happen. In order for you to purify the energy. For the energy to, you know, get off the ground finally. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. How cute. How are you holding yourself back? Maybe relationships are holding you back, too. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be any kind of relationships you're in your life. It's holding you back. But this is also something that you're not seeing, is what I just heard. So maybe relationships aren't holding you back. Maybe you're just not seeing how you continuously going forth or moving forward on this path is going to eventually get you this Two of Cups. And that could be what you've been craving more than anything else. It's like, find structure in your life. Believe in yourself. You know what I'm getting? Like, you have to find out who you are and stand in your power and be the best you that you can be. You know, once you make that change and purify your energy, and then this person can come in kind of vibe, you know. Whether that's exercise, you tell yourself every day, I don't like the way I look, I don't like this, I don't like that. Go to the gym. If you can't afford the gym, do walks or jogs or ballet. I just heard pirouettes. Learn how to do certain things. Just move your body. You know, don't just jump. You know, I heard jump, but make it what's the word? Jump, but make it like work for you. There's a word that was coming through that didn't fully come all the way through. You know, work, but make it efficient. Jump, but make it efficient. Like, you're not just jumping to jump, because a regular jump does not do anything for us. But if you're jumping rope, then you're working, you know, it's working in your favor. You know, you're doing, that's cardio, right? You know? So now we're going to see what else needs to be said before I leave you anything else you need to know. Is there anything else my group ones need to know before I leave them? Like, this new setup is cute and everything, but I just can never see the time. I need to get like a stopwatch or something. And I had one, but I don't know where it went. Just a little stopwatch to be able, so I know like how long I'm actually speaking. Not that it matters, but sometimes it does. What else do they need to know? Any clarity, please? Because you gotta pull Oracle. You just got to. Okay. What card is this? We have desire. See, following behind your passion, desires, and it's backed by 8, which is strength. So having the strength to follow your desires. Look at her, how she has her what is it called? And look at how this is the moon. So the moon is something important here about the moon. So it could be like intuition or dreams, your passions. Yes, desires. Period. You see how she has her arrow ready to shoot, but she hasn't shot yet. It's kind of like shoot your shot as well. So if this is like a what is it called? A romantic relationship, they're saying shoot your shot to people. Maybe not wait for them to come to you. Maybe pursue people or talk to people, initiate conversations. That's not shooting your shot. That's starting a conversation. And then once you open up the gates or open up the door, then somebody would know, or they can further the conversation and, you know, maybe ask you out if they're interested, kind of vibe. But it doesn't hurt to start a conversation. Nobody's saying to do the man's job and ask you out if you're a female. But it's just like, you know, open the door. Show that you're interested. Show that there's a desire to be with this person, you know, or to start something. If this has to do with, you know, romantic relationships. Okay, please. These cards are mad slippery. Here we have intuition. Wow. Yeah, what did I say? The dreams is about following your intuition. Your intuition is just screaming at you, like, do something. Get up. Move. You know? And you're not doing it. Because you're supposed to birth a child. Maybe you're prophesized to have a child with somebody, or a child is like creation business project, you know, either or. Take it as it resonates. You're meant to have a child, but if you can't meet somebody and you end up reaching the age where you're not able to have kids anymore, your prophecy is done. You can't have kids, you know. You can adopt, yes, but maybe you're meant to birth a child, literally, you know. And your intuition is telling you what to do, but you're just not really listening, or you're not, you know, hearing the messages clearly. So I'm hearing like meditate, or just clear your mind. Like I said, go into nature, go for that walk, go to the gym. That's how people meditate. Like, there's so many ways to meditate, guys. Like, you don't always have to think of meditating as sitting down and just like being in silence or just talking to yourself or listening to yourself. That's not how I meditate. I meditate by listening to music, which is why all my ideas come through for this, you know, this channel. You know, nature is another big one, but it's been cold outside. Not that it's an excuse, you know, but I'm like, you know, nature's another big one. Like, you're just able to clear your mind, just lay there in nature, you know what I mean? You could go for a run, you know, something. There's always something that you can do. And we freaking have 35, which adds up to 8 again. That's wild. Okay, what else they need to know, please? Spirit, what else they need to know? Like desire, it's like just shoot your shot. Here we have surrender. I felt that. Surrender. Maybe you're trying to hold on too tightly to things and the outcome, and it's time for you to let it go. And look at how we have another child sucking on the teat of the mother. You need to surrender to this passion, surrender to this child, whatever it is, this creative outlet. It could be an actual job, it could be a business. You have to surrender to it. Because like I said, your prophecy's already been laid out and set. And it's just time for you to follow behind those. Like I said, they've set up everything so perfectly for you to follow, and you're just like not doing anything, you know? And then here we have good juju, period. That Wheel of Fortune energy. You have good juju following, backing you. You have Wheel of Fortune energy backing you. You have your intuition backing you. You have your spirit guides backing you in this reading, saying, girl, boy, do something. You have 7 here, which is Chariot energy. Go for it. You have good juju backing you. You know what I mean? You're just not putting in enough effort. That's how you're holding yourself back. You're not putting enough effort and clearing and setting a clear path forward. That's it. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You're just not doing that. So then we're going to see some things that you could do. Because I got these cards out purposely for this reading. So I'm definitely going to use them. Okay. And we have 44. That adds up to 8 again, guys. Y'all going to stop playing. We have 8. We have 8. And we have 8 again. Like, what are you saying? What are you telling me? Nothing. Follow your intuition. Your intuition could be a part of, like I said, content creator. You could be a tarot reader. You know what I mean? Or you can make content. Your intuition is telling you to do that. And they're leading you in the right path, you know? But you're just not, they're leading you to the path. You know, I'm hearing you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. They can lead you to the water, but they can't tell you, they can't forcefully wake you up and slap you up and tell you, hey, go do that, do that. They can lead you to the water, but they can't make you drink the water. Boom. So they're telling you to do something, but they can't force you to do it. Okay, so what advice do we have? Oh, Jesus. We have energy on top. I'll take that one. Put more energy into something. Maybe need to drink more high in protein or nutrient drinks, teas, coffees. I heard mud tea. I believe it's called mud tea or mud coffee. I'm not sure. Or just mud. I know that's supposed to purify, detoxify, and give you energy. So does coffee, but I don't know. Coffee be having side effects. I heard take these. Okay. So energy, it says, stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. Okay, heard that. Like, that's crazy. These 8, like, strength. Just have the strength. Believe in yourself, please. Have the courage to move forward. I'm hearing Courage the Cowardly Dog, how that boy was scared of everything, but he was still getting up and protecting him and Muriel. Okay? That dog would still get up and fight to tooth and nail to protect Muriel and to get those monsters out of his house. He never said it was easy. See, I'm hearing the scientists too. Nobody said it was easy. They never said it was going to be easy, but if you have the strength to keep going, strength coming out freaking 3 times, and the numbers on top here, have the strength to surrender, have the strength to follow your intuition, and have the strength to follow your desires. So to actually desire something, or to know that your desires will you know, provide fruitful outcomes, bounty, I heard. So here we have speak up. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So maybe you're not speaking up about something. Oh no, that's the card here. I'm like, yeah, you're not speaking up about something. You're keeping your mouth shut, and it's keeping you trapped. It's doing you more harm than it's doing anybody else. Speaking up could be a part of the job. Just talking, opening up, speaking your truth could be a part of your mission, your purpose. And by you not doing that because you want to avoid conflict or how people can see you, it's kind of giving me a vibe where people don't want to say certain things on social media because they're scared of all the trolls they're gonna, you know, they're gonna attract in the comments. But it's like, who cares about those people? If you avoid the conflict to keep the peace, you're starting a war inside yourself. This 5 of Pentacles where you're not able to move on, you're stuck, you're trapped inside yourself, you know, kind of vibe. Here we have release. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. We have space. The quality of your life is more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. So maybe it's time for you to do some clearing out as well. Get rid of stuff from the old life. Maybe get rid of old work clothes. If you're the person who, you know, spirit led you to quit your job, maybe you just get rid of clutter kind of thing so you're able to think more clearly, you know. And then here we have kindness, which is, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? That's what I was saying, being kind to yourself, giving yourself grace. That's why I heard graceful jumping, not just jumping in and not really knowing where you're going to go and, you know, being all willy-nilly. And you can get hurt. No, be graceful about this jump, this leap that you're going to take. And then let's see what it will lead you. If you move, if you jump, if you follow their advice, what will it lead to? What will be the outcome? And then I'm going to leave y'all. What will be the outcome if they take this leap, this graceful jump? Like the gazelle is telling them to do, what will happen? Please. Just to give them some extra confirmation. We have boundaries and we have innocence. And that's what purity is saying. It's like a purity of mind, body, and spirit. Like nothing is like holding you down. Sadness is gone. Tiredness is gone. So maybe the more you move your body, the more you allow that good energy to come in. The more you detoxify with that tea that I was seeing. You detoxify with that mud tea. Because I see it on social media all the time. It's supposed to clarify, like I said, and detoxify. Once you are able to do those things, your body is able to move better, think clearer, you know. And the same thing for when you declutter as well. You clear out your space. Make room for new things to come in. If everything is overly cluttered, nothing new can come in. If your room is full of old junk, how can you expect to go out and buy anything new? It's just going to add to the clutter, you know? And the clutter in your mind as well. So we have boundaries. What will happen? You'll be able to set better boundaries. And that's what I was getting with the whole discipline thing. The having the inner strength, the discipline, the strategy, the mental fortitude as well. to follow behind a plan, to make a plan. Maybe you need to write down, I'm hearing a budget. Maybe you need to write down how much you're willing to spend, how much you're willing to work. Just have parameters, have boundaries, so you know I work at this time, and when that time comes, I stop working and I do something else. You know, schedule is what I'm hearing. Can I get one more card before I leave my group ones, please? One more card. Look, if we have innocence starting over, the Fool card, finally able to take that leap fearlessly is what I heard, and not really care about anything. Innocence. One more card. No. What will come from this situation if they were to take this leap? More innocence, purity, change. Okay. And starting over. And starting over. So you're going to be able to fully start over. I'm hearing a new lease on life. Like, just new vibes, period. You're going to have the innocence of like a child that's embarking on a new journey. The way kids are always so giddy and jumping. And that's what I'm seeing in my mind. A child that's jumping in the backseat or in their seat. Like, oh, where are we going next? What's going to happen next? You're going to have an excitement, a thrill for life. The way kids are excited to do anything new they haven't done before. That's the kind of energy you need to start embodying again. Okay? That's all that I have for you guys, though. That is you being called out by spirit. They called you out real good in this video. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me with my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. Making sure it was recording. It's your turn to get called out by spirits. So we're gonna see what they have to say to you, because you're definitely being called out for something. That is why you're here. If you're watching, then you know that there's something that, or you want to be more aware of what you could be doing better in your life. Who knows? But we're gonna get into it today. So in this video, we're gonna be going over what have you been doing wrong. In what area of your life do you need to improve? How can you work to improve this? And how are you holding yourself back? So group 1 was very insightful. So I'm appreciative of spirit for, working with me to give them the messages they need to hear. Now we're on to group 2. Definitely want to clear out your energy. So I should have did that before, but here we are. Okay. So we're going to get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is uncover the card that you guys got. I think that's going to be the main energy, the holding, what is it? The grounding energy of your reading, of the why you are here today. Okay, what are they calling you out for? So you guys chose a carnelian. Say hello to the carnelian. I just love this stone. Look at how pretty. Look at the layers. Like, so cute. There could be something about layers here. Who knows? Let's see. We have turtle, slowness and protection. Maybe there's something you're rushing to do or rushing to be, rushing to become, and they're telling you slow and steady wins the race. I'm hearing patience, young grasshopper. Slow and steady wins the race. You are protected. There's no need for you to rush through whatever cycle you find yourself in right now. What a beautiful message. Can you stop acting up? Dang. Okay. There can be many layers to what this is about, but we're going to see. We're going to get into it right now. Just hop right in. Hop to it. Okay, I'll put that right there. I feel called to pull more from the deck. The circular deck. The Teacup Oracle. Well, can you provide more clarity to this problem, please? We have gate, opportunities, and home. Okay, so stop playing these cards. I cannot. So turtle. We have opportunities and home. So these could have to do with opportunities that you're trying to chase after, that you're going too fast. Like, it's definitely giving me that you're protected. There's no need for you to rush or accept any old opportunity. You have the time to stop. You have the time to think it over. You have the time to go over the pros and the cons. Don't pick up any old opportunity that comes your way, because it could lead to, I'm hearing what it came and left. Unforeseen consequences, and they could have to do with your home. Maybe some of you were trying to get a home, You know, have your own home, be independent. And it's like you're trying to work. I'm here, work, and mine the whole day through. You know, you're working yourself to the bone. And like, you can be patient. You can take your time. There's no rush, you know. Slow and steady wins the race. At the bottom of the deck, we have romance, sweetness, and flowers. So I'm gonna take it out and put it over there. That could have something to do with this too. You may be rushing finding your forever home. You may be rushing finding opportunities. You may be rushing finding romance and love in your life. You're just rushing everything. Like I said, there's layers to this reading. Definitely came through. Thank you, Spirit, for that clarity. I'm like, huh. There's definitely something you're rushing. You're trying to rush to find your forever home. You're trying to rush to find your forever person. What I'm hearing is that when you're rushing, you're missing out on all the lessons of the life that you're living now. There is going to be a point in life where you have your own home, and that's going to come with a bunch of its own responsibilities. So just maybe enjoy right now not having a home, not having to upkeep on certain things, because when one story ends, another story begins, another chapter unfolds, and it's like those comes with its own consequences and stressors, you know. So you want to have your own house so bad, you want to have love so bad, and those come with their own, you know what I mean, ups and downs. So just live in the present moment and be grateful for what you're going through right now, whether it's where you want to be or not, because eventually you will get where you want to be. Just keep that in mind, okay? So let's just, you know, just go with the waves. Don't allow the waves to carry you away. Go with the wave, with the grain, not against the grain. You know, the more you fight with the waves, the more they're going to have you in like a tizzy. You know, they're going to have you drowning under the waves, drowning, okay? The more you go with the waves, the more things will flow in your life, you know? I'm also seeing the turtle crash or crush from Finding Nemo, where he was just like, you know, the way the turtles just flew with the water. They didn't try to go against the water. They just chased the high on the water, you know? That's the vibe that I'm getting. And there's something you're tempted to do. They're saying fight the temptation. So you could be, like I said, there's offers coming your way that you're just grabbing at any moment. It's going to leave you maybe in a worse place than where you are now. It could leave you under somebody's control, under debt. You know what I mean? Negative things that we don't want to be kept under. You're trying so hard to get a romance. You're going to end up with someone who is controlling, someone who is not for your highest interest, someone who is very toxic to you just because you want to be in love, you want to have romance. You're going to find yourself swallowed or buried underneath all this debt because you wanted a house so bad. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. Just slow down, you know? Take a breather. Enjoy where you're at right now, because you're never going to be in this moment in your life ever again. You're never going to be this age, you know? In this situation with these same people, you know, in your life right now. So just enjoy the now. Okay, live in the now. Now I want to get into the first prompt, which is what have you been doing wrong, which I guess we already got into. We'll see what comes out. Five of Pentacles universe. Yeah, trying to get unstuck because you think you're stuck, but you're just not stuck. You're just in the point in your life where you need to be right now. What have they been doing wrong, please? What have they been doing wrong? My group choose. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working. Can I get a clarify for the Queen of Pentacles? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? For what they've been doing wrong. Because the Queen of Pentacles, is that supposed to be a bad thing? Nine of Swords universe. I mean, it's a bad thing if you're running yourself ragged. They said yes, it is a bad thing if you're running yourself ragged and worrying so much. It's like you're working so much, you're not allowing yourself to get over like things that are coming up, problems, issues, traumas. Like, it's like you're not doing the shadow work that comes up because you're too busy working, trying to get to, you know, from point A to point Z. And it's like along the way right now, you could be in a portion of your life where you need to be healing generational wounds or healing your inner child. But instead, you're focused on grown folk stuff. Love and romance and houses and bills. Like, no, that will come in time, bro. That will come in time. And if you are someone who already has that, then maybe this is not your reading, because I'm getting a very big vibe of you're trying so hard to work for that stability. That's what you've been doing wrong. You're focusing too much on you know, being the perfect Martha Stewart. You know what I mean? It's giving Nora Smith, you know, the way everybody's like, oh, not everybody's able to live how she lives. That's fine, you know, but everybody's going to still try to. And it's like, that's not your story. Nara Smith is Nara Smith. And if you don't know about her, she is someone who is on TikTok mostly. She's on Instagram as well, but she's biggest on TikTok. And she's basically the Martha Stewart of this generation, or one of them anyway. She's married to Lucky Blue Smith. He's a model. She's also a model, but she has definitely dedicated her life to fighting crime. Let me stop. And the forces of evil. No, she hasn't done that. But she's dedicated her life to being a homemaker, a mother. She cooks things from scratch. She cleans the home, and she's pregnant and cooking and making her life seem like this big movie, essentially. And you could be craving that as well. You want your Lucky Blue Smith. You want to be in your era where you're just having a soft life, but that's not the era of your life you're in right now. You're supposed to be taking things slow, really relishing in the moment, because this is where you could be meant to learn the most lessons and pick up the most wisdom for when you're older. And you're just grazing over that by focusing too much on being in a part of your life you're not supposed to be in. You know, you're not supposed to be Nara Smith right now. You know, you're supposed to be somebody else, and that's what you're doing too much. You've been doing too much trying to be docile, trying to be homely, trying to cook all the time. Like I said, find a home, settle down, furnish your home, be the mother, be this person, the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you've been trying to be everything for everyone is what I'm hearing. You want to cook for everyone. You want to clean for everyone. You want to make sure everybody's bills are paid. You're doing a whole lot of that, but there's no taking care of yourself, because you're putting this fear and this anxiety that you're feeling on the back burner. You're not healing it, essentially. You're focusing too much on the home. Yes. You're focusing too much on the home, opportunities, other people's problems. You're the problem fixer, the homemaker. And right now you're supposed to be protecting yourself, taking things slow. You know what I mean? Maybe the sweetness is supposed to be you being sweet to yourself, being everything for yourself first, you know? And what you're doing wrong is you're turning away or trying to ignore all the, I'm hearing chaos and confusion and noise in your head by working. So like, not trying to heal, essentially, is what I'm hearing here. But also you're doing too much. Working too hard, expending your energy too much at your own expense. You know, at the end of the day, you're not happy, you're not safe, you're going too fast, you're moving too quickly. Yeah. Okay, so in what area of your life do you need to improve? Let's see what we have here. In what area of my group 2's life do they need to improve? Wow, the Fool. But that just flew out. In what area of their life do they need to improve? Yeah, relaxing. The way she's just like, falling down and letting life take her where it may lead her. You're trying to be too in control. Like, I'm hearing the game plan maker. Like, I'm getting the example of Hunger Games, the game maker, how they set up everything in the games and they wanted to make sure everything went according to plan in the Hunger Games. And I'm hearing how Katniss purposely kind of like disturbed the whole thing. Like in the Hunger Games, one person's supposed to be the victor. One person's supposed to survive. Katniss went against the plan of the game maker and purposely plotted to make both her and Peeta eat the poison berry so they both could die, so the game maker wasn't getting what they wanted. You know what I mean? So someone who's trying to be too in control of everything and not letting themselves experience anxiety, not letting themselves experience fear, because they're supposed to have everything together. Lies. No one has everything together. Everybody has help. So maybe you're refusing help, denying help because you think you could do everything yourself. That's something that's coming through as well. Ease. Take a breath. The amethyst here is saying, what do you need to fix? What do you need to heal? Ask yourself that. Because there's stuff is coming through the Nine of Swords in reverse. Like, you're ignoring those things. And they're just going to fester. And they're going to keep coming up until you fix them. So why not fix them now instead of fixing them later? The sooner you get over it, the more you can feel free and kind of like, you know, fly and go with the flow of life. Like I said, go with the wave and not against the wave. Right now, you're fighting against the wave and you're drowning. Once you go with the wave, you're going to fall into a pool of cosmic goodness, cosmic hearing deliciousness. You're going to see how everything goes how it's supposed to. Once you go with the flow, not against it. Can I get a clarifier for the Fool, please? And what area of their life do they need to improve? Going with the flow, releasing control. Stop trying to be so fast. Be the first one in the race. You're being the hare, When we all know in that story, the tortoise won. The hero was trying to beat everybody, be the first at the, you know what it's giving me? You're trying to be the first person in your friend group to get married, settle down, have a house. You're trying so hard to be those things when it's like, well, the person who takes the longest or puts more care and attention into, you know, not saying you don't, but the person who puts more care and attention to themselves first before going out and finding love is a person who finds the longest lasting and healthiest relationships. Right now, do you even know who you are, kind of thing? Find out who you are and what you want first before you're just saying, I want love. What do you want in a partner? You know, what can you provide in a partner? What do you want to receive in a partner? You know what I mean? Do you want to be the soft life at home, or do you want to be this constant doing everything mother figure, you know, to everyone else except yourself? But yeah, the friend that takes the longest to settle down and have the kids is kind of the person who ends up better off because they got to experience everything. The person who wants to lose their virginity first, wants to have the kids first, they become the young mothers who don't get to experience their youth because they're taking care of kids. When you're trapping yourself in relationships, you know, you're not learning who you are and how strong you can be on your own. Because people who are always chasing relationships have a problem being on their own. Once you take a step back, find out who you are, and find happiness in being alone, then I find you are more happy in a relationship. Because if you were to break up with someone or move on, or that person were to leave you, you're still content and happy in yourself. You don't need people. When you're constantly in energy of like I said, scarcity, or I need, or I want, you know, I beg. It's kind of like you're never going to be happy unless you take a step back and kind of reevaluate where you are in your life, what you want, who you are. Give yourself grace to learn and to grow. You're not going to be the same person throughout life. Just be happy and get to know who you are now, please. 9 of Cups in reverse for this. So, in what area of life do you need to improve? This is like your dream life, what you want. You need to reevaluate that. You need to do something different in order to get this desired outcome, this wish come true, this wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? What you want, how you're going to get it, how you're going to go about it, kind of thing. Let go of control. Yeah. And then look, we have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there is something here about wanting to fall in love, wanting to be in love. I'm hearing, what is it called? When I fall in love, it will be forever. I'm hearing that song by Michael Bublé. When I fall in love, it will be forever. So maybe you're looking for your forever person instead of trying to, you know, find a person for right now, if that makes sense. Okay, so the vibe that I'm kind of getting is you're someone who wants to just have one great love in your entire life. And there's beauty in that. Of course, there's beauty in that. But there's also a beauty in finding yourself in different people. Having many different relationships that teach you different lessons. If you were to just meet one person, you're learning something, but it's kind of like you're depriving yourself of learning what you actually want, you know? Like, okay, so there's a vision in your head of what you want. The 9 of Cups, and that could not be what you actually want, because you want to be too in control of who this person is and what they do, kind of vibe, how they come out to be, what they look like, what kind of job they have, how they make you feel, what they do for you, kind of thing. And it's like in the end you may learn that that's not what you really want, with the 9 of Cups in reverse here. When it comes to your emotions and your emotional fulfillment with your dreams, your desires, you may find that what you actually think you want is not what you want. You know, if that makes sense. So you want to fall in love and you want it to be forever, but it's like you're going to be missing out on all the lessons that people learn from being in multiple relationships. And there's something to be said about people who have multiple relationships or date around and then end up finding their person. They know that this is their person because they kind of, dibbled and dabbled around. They know, oh, I have that already, I don't want anything else. But if you were to just fall for one person, stay with that one person forever, there may be a part of you that's always wondering, what else is out there? Because you didn't get to dibble dabble, And that's what this Two of Cups could be saying here. What you think you want is not really what you want. That's why you need to let go and let life flow the way it's supposed to. So you can realize what you think you want is not what you want, and you're not trapping yourself in a life that you don't want. I hope that made sense. I really do. How can you work to improve this? How can you work to improve this? How can they work? I just saw the Ten of Wands in reverse. Let go. Like I said, let loose. Go wild. I'm seeing that card that I got yesterday two times in the reading. It's like go wild. I think it was like full moon in Leo in the moon manifestations, moonology manifestations deck. Like go wild. Be free. Stop holding yourself to such tight constraints and rules. That's what this Queen of Pentacles is. Like she's duty, she's structure, she's following behind these, rules she's set for herself. She's not what is it called? Straying from her path. And it's like, well, life, what do they say? Life happens when you're too busy planning it. I heard that in a movie. It was If I Stay. It was like life happens when you're too busy, when you're busy planning your life. She said something like that in the movie. You're trying to plan for your life, and it's like just let it happen at this point. So and how can you work to improve this? We have why the dating, having fun, relationships, Ace of Swords, not having to know everything, just dating just to date, not having to know everything and have everything be clear. It's like having set parameters. You walk into a relationship, I'm looking for longevity, and nobody's saying to just date around, seep around, just give yourself to anyone. No, but dating is not that. You can date people and not give them an ounce of your body, not give them an ounce of anything. Just date different, like try different flavors in the ice cream shop. You're very stuck and set in your ways, group 2. You're stuck and set in your ways. It's kind of like leading you off the path that you're supposed to be on, I would say. So it's like you're in an ice cream shop and you keep getting the same flavor, and they're like, and somebody's asking you, do you want to try a different flavor? No, I know what I like. And it's like, you really don't unless you tried all the other flavors. You could find another flavor you like way better than the one you've chosen, but because you've only tried that one, it's like you'll never get to experience the other one because you refuse to allow yourself to experience the other ones. So that's definitely what I'm getting. You want to go in a relationship knowing where things are going, how they're going to go out, how they're going to go down, how it's going to work out. It's like, that's not realistic. Because you could find someone, you vibe with them, it happens every day. You find someone, you vibe with them, and it just doesn't end up being your forever person. But you learned a lesson from that relationship. You learned, hey, I don't want someone who snores. I don't want someone who leaves their socks here and there. I don't want someone who does that. Oh, but they did do this that I like, so I want someone who does that, and I want someone who does that. That kind of thing is what I'm getting. Like, you're never going to be able to fine-tune what you actually want unless you experience life. That's what you need to work to improve. Just dating to date. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand you want a long-term relationship, but dating to date sometimes gives you some clarity that you may need in the long run. Can I get clarifiers for how can they better work to improve this, please? What else they need to know? I just hope this is making sense, please. How can they work to improve this? What card is this? Seven of Cups. Yes, choices. Choices, not just focus. The Seven of Cups is trying to force yourself to narrow the options down to one thing. When it's like that commercial from when we were younger, if you're around my age, they asked the girl, does she want a soft shell or a hard taco? She's like, why can't I have both, honestly? Why can't I date around and experience all kinds of love in my lifetime? Why do I have to just experience one? Why do I have to choose? How can you work to improve this? Stop trying to choose. Daydreaming about, maybe falling in love many times in your life. That makes for the best stories. That makes for some of the best stories. Yes, you want to hear about you met in high school and that was your first love and it was your high school sweetheart and y'all went on to, be with each other forever, and that's fine, but you wouldn't have fun stories to tell your grandkids about what happened while dating all these other suckers. Not that they would be suckers, but like allowing yourself to just like let loose and find love, fall in love many times, you know, even if it leads to hurt, because you learn vital lessons from those relationships. But and like I said, it doesn't only have to be romantic. It can be any kind of relationship. Stop holding yourself back from experiencing many friendships, you know, many jobs, many vacations, many phases in your life. You could go from being goth one day to being bohemian the next day, to being emo the next day. Like, there's so many things in life to experience. Stop holding yourself to just one thing, trying to race through life and be one thing. Because like I said, the path you're going down right now, maybe you could be in school. I just got an example for law, and because you haven't tried anything else, you're just thinking that, oh, I want to be a lawyer. And then you learn in your 50s that that's not what you wanted to do, what you could have learned in your 20s by experiencing many different flavors. You know? That's why it's important to have hobbies. It's important to read and learn and experience a bunch of different things. So by the time it's time for you to make a decision and actually settle down, you know what you want. By the time it's time for you to, write on a list of what I want in a relationship and what I don't want, you know what you want. If you haven't experienced those things, how would you know what you want? Yeah, having options, opening your mind, not having to have one set, like I said, path kind of vibe. The Ace of Swords is like having an epiphany moment, but the Ace of Swords in reverse is like, okay, it's giving set in your ways, having an open mind, not letting your one truth be your only truth, you know? You're going to have many truths in life. Open yourself up to that fact. Now, how are you holding yourself back? This is the $1 million question. How are they holding themselves back, please, Spirit? How are my group 2s holding themselves back? How are my group 2s holding themselves back, please? 2 of Swords. With the Hangman in reverse, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. What story can I get from these cards here? How are you holding yourself back? The 2 of Swords. By keeping yourself blind to the options in front of you. By not choosing something. By not choosing something. And I'm trying to figure out what that means exactly. Yes, by not, you know, what is it called? Keeping yourself stuck, okay? Or not allowing yourself to be freed from this hang up that you have. There's some hang up in your life that is keeping you hostage from experiencing the rest of life. I'm not going to date multiple people. I'm never going to try any other ice cream flavor besides cookies and cream. That's my favorite. But have you tried every single one? No. You can always try just like a little taste. It doesn't even have to be for long. You don't have to date someone for years and years and years before you find out they're not for you. You can just find out in maybe 1 or 2, 3 dates, you know, but allow yourself that experience, you know? Hangman, 3 of Swords. How are you holding yourself back? Maybe you're holding yourself from experiencing heartbreak by not letting yourself to let go of these hang-ups you have. Knight of Swords is not exploring something, not going after something, you know? Not going on adventures, not learning new things, experiencing new cultures and stuff like that. You know, maybe it's like, okay, you grew up in a specific household where that food is your favorite, but maybe have you tried to go out and experience other flavors of other cultures for you to know that one is your favorite? Have you gone and experienced those things? Like, I feel like you're someone who's like scared of heartbreak, so you just want to, you know, have one person, you know, like you're scared of the unknown, essentially. That's why they're saying let yourself be free and just go with the flow. Like, if somebody asks you, hey, you want to try a new flavor of ice cream? Yeah, sure, why not? And if it breaks your heart and you don't like it and it's disgusting, well, now you know. So you don't have to go around wondering, oh, what if I did try that flavor, you know? Or okay, so I'm hearing you have the opportunity to try a flavor in your 20s. You said, no, I already know what I like, you know? And you lived your whole entire life. Now you're in your 50s, 60s, and somebody asks you again, and you say, okay, why not? And you try the flavor, and it's like you fall in love with it, And it's like, because you stopped yourself from trying it when you were younger, you missed out on all those decades of having that as your favorite flavor. And now you're only finally discovering that your favorite flavor now is another flavor than it was, you know? So it could have been cookies and cream your whole life. And instead of trying all the other flavors, you kept eating cookies and cream. And then you reach 60 and you try butter pecan, and you find out that's your actual favorite. Or you try peanut butter chocolate crunch or whatever, and you're like, oh wow, this is my favorite. You try pistachio and you find out, oh damn, this is my favorite. You missed out on decades of eating that your favorite food your mood. You missed out on decades of eating that ice cream, and now you're only gonna have it for that little bit, you know? As opposed to someone who was trying all the flavors and they found, hey, I love this flavor, but I love this one more. And then they got to live those how many ever decades eating their favorite flavor of ice cream because they try the rest. Like I was saying with the whole relationship thing, someone who dated a lot of people now know what they want, what they don't want. And then when they find someone who they do want, they're able to spend more time with that person, as opposed to someone who just walking around not dating anyone, waiting for someone to come into their life to be their forever one love. And then when they're 60, they end up divorcing that person because they didn't want to find out who they really were supposed to be with, because they just sell for something, you know? That's what I'm getting for y'all, honestly. And I keep repeating myself in many different instances, but I hope it doesn't sound too repetitive. Oh, and that is, yeah, 8 of Wands. Going after something. How are you holding yourself back? You're not going after something. You're not trying many different things. You're not going on adventures. And this one, you're keeping yourself in the dark. Where you could definitely be going on different missions and going on different adventures. Yeah, there's something here about adventures, trying different things, embarking on different things, like going on a tour of Italy and trying all the Italian food, going on a tour of Greece and trying all the would it be Greek food? I mean, you know, going on a tour of China or Japan or Korea and trying all the different kinds of food, and finally understanding, oh, since I've tried everything, I know what I want, kind of vibe, you know? But yeah, how have you been holding yourself back? You've been keeping yourself in the dark, submerged under the water. That's what I was saying with those waves constantly hitting you, because you're trying to fight against the waves instead of going with it. And you're submerged under the water, and you're not able to hear these different things, or or you're not able to hear intuition or the wolves howling, trying to maybe tell you a direction to go in, because you're submerged underwater, stuck in your ways, set in your ways kind of vibe. There could be certain people who come into your life to kind of expand your consciousness and tell you, hey, maybe it's time for you to do this thing. And you're like, leave me alone, I know what's best for me. It's like, well, maybe spirit guided them there to tell you maybe that's not best for you, but because you're so stubborn, you're not able to see what's best for you. Or you think you know what is best for you, but you really don't. Yeah. So that's how you're holding yourself back. We're going to get more cards, honestly, to see what else we can find out about what Spirit's trying to tell you, which I feel like they told you pretty clearly. But let us see. You want to be a homemaker, you want to have your own house, and you're rushing the process of having those free the free days of your youth, but you don't have any responsibilities. You're squandering those years, too busy rushing to get to a home or have your own place or have your own marriage or have your own kids. And those things, like I said, come with their own trials and tribulations. Focus on what you're doing right now. Here we have liberation. Free yourself. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Here we have truth. I'm hearing only in exploration can you find your truth, your true north. Celestial alignment and surrender. This came through in group 1. So did that group. So maybe some of you are from group 1. If you are, hello. This is a new calling you out message. So there's many things to be called out in your case. Spirit is rude. Celestial alignment, truth, finding your truth, seeking your truth, being brave enough to find your truth. With this, finally giving attention and care to those anxieties and fears that you have. Maybe you're scared, like I said, of the unknown, and once you finally shed light on that, are you able to overcome that? Once you recognize or shine a light on your fears, on your anxieties, on your childhood trauma, things that are holding you back? Are you able to overcome it? And you've been hiding from it, running from it, saying you're okay when you're really not, you know? Trying to chase love and stability so badly because that's what you crave, but you don't understand why you crave it. Liberation. Yeah, there's something you need to free yourself from. The Fool card coming out again. Seeking your truth, because we have 3 and 4, which is 7. Chariot card. Seeking your truth. Looking at your reflection. And that did kind of come through in group 1 as well, if you felt called to group 1, or you want confirmation to go watch group 1. Here we have 37. This adds up to 10, which is Wheel of Fortune energy. Liberation, being able to finally move on, move forward in something. Here we have 41, which is 5. Celestial alignment, change. And then we have 44, which is strength. Have the strength to surrender. Heard bottom of the deck. Wounded healer. That's that Queen of Pentacles, too busy trying to heal everybody else, that nobody's healing her. It's the divine, it's the mother. How the mother is always busy taking care of the kids, cooking dinner. And that's what I said. Oh my gosh, yes. The Nara Smith, she's too busy, not saying that this is specific to her at all, but it's like you're too busy trying to embody that energy of taking care of everyone else, having a house to clean, having food to cook, having kids to take care of, having a husband to attend to. And it's like, that is a lot. So instead of like wishing for that, maybe enjoy your youth is something that could be coming through. Because you're so busy, you want something to heal, you want something to hold, to have and to hold, to be yours. Because of this wounded healer energy you have. But you need to make sure you heal yourself first. Because you can't be wounded and trying to have a whole family and a whole house. It's going to be overwhelming. Overwhelming. Okay. So now we're going to see what else. Advice. What advice do you have for my group 2s, please? What advice do you have for my group 2s? Advice for my group 2s, please. We have calm. Yeah, find your serenity, find your peace, find your calm. A breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. Yeah, they're saying breakdown. It's safe for you to, you know, break down, let go, face those demons, heal them. Speak your truth as well. We have pamper. Yes, take care of yourself instead of focusing on taking care of everybody else. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. And they said what they said. What advice do you have for my group 2s, please? What do they need to hear right now? We have reassess. You have the right to change your mind. Yeah, I think that's what I've been saying. You're so set on one path that you don't understand there's many different paths you can go down in life and still end up where you're supposed to go. We have speak up. I said this. Speak your truth. We have if you avoid a conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So maybe you're someone who's scared to say you change your mind or say you want something different because you're scared of the repercussions. When it's like, just go for it. Either way, you're going to end up in your celestial alignment. You're going to end up aligned with your highest good, you know? And then we have self-worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Bars. If I ever heard them. Bars, if I ever heard them. Maybe that's by you, like I said, not like that's basically what I was trying to say earlier with the whole settling for certain relationships, settling for one ice cream flavor. Like, why not have many different favorite ice cream flavors? Why not date many different people to find out what you actually like instead of settling for one person? That person may be crumbs compared to what's out there, you know? But you wouldn't know that because you haven't tried all that's out there. Okay, I'm gonna stop repeating myself. But why settle for crumbs when you can have the whole meal? Self-worth. You need to understand that you're worthy of certain things. What have you been doing wrong? Not standing in your Queen of Pentacles energy when it comes to taking care of you. It could be you're taking care of everyone else and not you. and that has your brain muddled and fuddled, and you don't really know where to go. With the how are you holding yourself back, and we have the two of you don't know where to go. You're confused. You're stuck because you haven't taken care of yourself to know what you want or know how to move forward. Like, how would you know where to go if you don't know yourself that well, or what you want to do or who you want to be, you know? Like I said, take care of yourself. Focus on you and what you like to do, what you want to do. And then you're going to have more of a better understanding of what your next step, you know? Okay, now we're on to the last portion of the reading, which is what will happen after, once you've done these things. That was fast. What comes after? We have upheaval. Yeah, some big immense change. This bird is kind of scary, but hey, how are you? Don't fight me. We have peace. You're gonna find your peace. It's gonna lead to upheaval, like, of course, but at least, you know, new experiences, not knowing where you're going, but eventually it will lead to peace. Once you move out of your comfort zone, it's uncomfortable for a bit until you find your groove. You go with the flow. Because you are protective. You can go slow and take the time to get to know yourself. Take the time to find love. Take the time to get your own house and find your career path. And there's no rush. We have balance. You'll find balance. And I want one more card. Ooh, you thought you was going to fall, didn't you? We have new opportunities, which is what was coming through here. You think you're only going to be given a certain amount of opportunities, so you snatch them up, and instead of allowing yourself to explore every opportunity, and it's like either way, whether you do it now and, you know, have to struggle through it, or whether you take your time and do it after, it's going to lead to new opportunities. So you may have opportunities placed in front of you right now, but, like, you know, take some time. You know, you may not want to do that. Get to know more about it, because either way, it's going to lead to more new ones. So yes, there will be some upheaval, but you will find peace, you will find balance, and then it will lead you to new opportunities. So I hope this reading resonated. I really do, because I don't like, I swear I'll be talking and I'm like, what were you saying the whole time? Especially when I see how long these readings are. But yeah, some of you could be in like your 30s, 40s, and that's why things are like, you know, the clock is ticking, you feel like, but it's like there's time. Okay, I hope this reading resonated. If you feel called to, like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine fam. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. If you chose this rock, the speckled warbler, I don't know, that's the name I gave it when I first found it. So it's speckled warbler, and if you know, you know. Max and Ruby, you know. Okay, this is your reading. This is Spirit is calling you out. Okay, so if you somehow stumbled upon this reading and then watch the intro or watch the options, and then you still find yourself here, you're not looking to be called out anyway, this is not the reading for you. This is a reading for people who want to make improvements in their life, and they want to see where they're supposed to. So Spirit's calling you out. Okay, they've been calling people out real bad. Group 1 and group 2, yeah. But we're gonna see what you guys get for group 3. Okay, we have the speckled warbler here, and then we're gonna put it up there. This is gonna be the grounding energy of your reading and what you're supposed to, I guess they're calling you out for. We're gonna see. That's been what I've been using this card for in every reading. I haven't looked at it. It's going to be as much a surprise to me as it is to you. So in this reading, we're going to be going over what have you been doing wrong. Okay, getting straight into it. In what area of your life do you need to improve? Okay, how can you work to improve this? And also, how are you holding yourself back? And then we're going to pull some oracle cards and then some advice as well. And then what the outcome will be of doing and making these changes. And then we'll see where that leads us. Okay, so we're going to start with your card. You have Snake, Desire and Attraction. Okay, period. We have Desire and Attraction. This is the first time I've ever gotten this card in this deck, so I love that. What are they calling you out about? Desire and Attraction. It has something to do with that. Okay, heard that. And this does kind of give like a reptilian. It's giving like a reptile. It looks like one of those spotted snakes. You know. So it could be something about that. And the snake is usually someone in your energy. So they're calling you out about maybe someone who you're maybe with that is only using you for desire and attraction, or you're only with because of, you know, sexual attraction, stuff like that. Who knows? We're gonna see what comes out on the cards. I'm interested. This group, okay, y'all already done piqued my interest. Okay, I'm gonna get some more cards from this deck to see if we can get anything else about this person. What else do they need to be called out about? Can you further elaborate on this desire and attraction snake energy? They said, yeah, we can. News and message. Wow. News and messages. So they're calling you out, maybe telling you somebody's coming into your life that you're going to be, that you've been desiring or you've been attracted to. Here we have sadness female, because you've been sad. Like, okay, they're like, good is coming, relax. You know what I mean? They said good is coming, just relax. You've been extra sad lately, or someone has been extra sad. And at the bottom, oh my gosh, we have love, new love. Y'all gonna stop playing. Stop. We have love, new love. So you're being called out about love. We're definitely taking that. Sorry, I can't not. And then we have jealousy and gossip. So this may lead to some jealousy and gossip. A cat. I'm also hearing you finding your black cat energy, your dark feminine energy. Okay. So what have they been doing wrong? I'm just gonna jump straight into it. What have they been doing wrong, Spirit? Please, what have they been doing wrong? What are you calling them out about? What have they been doing wrong? What have they been doing wrong? Too many cards. Just for one. What have they been doing wrong, please? What have they been doing wrong? My group threes, what have they been doing wrong? So they just don't want to tell nobody nothing? That's crazy. Maybe you haven't been doing anything wrong. I just heard you're on the right track. So maybe you haven't been doing anything wrong. But what have they been doing wrong? There has to be something, okay? Maybe not. I'm hearing underestimating yourself and keeping yourself trapped is something that you've been doing wrong. Underestimating yourself and keeping yourself trapped. Like doing things that are not good for you. Or bringing you any... how can I word this? Yeah, things that aren't bringing you anything good into your life. Like you're talking to people who are not doing anything good for you, you know. It's like you're bringing injustice to yourself by hanging around certain people or doing certain things, you know. Bad karma, maybe. And then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse because you refuse to see things and remove yourself from this blockage, you know. Like I just heard the example of like someone who has like a broken something, or they have like a hurt something and they keep doing like, okay, so they have a broken foot, we're gonna go with that, and they keep walking on that foot and they're like, why is my foot not getting better? And it's because you're not checking on the foot. You're not trying to help fix the foot. You're not taking the pressure off the foot. You just keep doing the same things over and over again. You're not seeing where you're going wrong, you know, that kind of vibe. Because if you're walking and your foot hurts, there's obviously something wrong. And you have to check on what is wrong in order for your foot to stop hurting so you can start walking regularly again. Or if there's something on your window shield, you're driving and there's something on your window shield, like a splatter or something that's obstructing your vision. instead of getting out to pulling over and cleaning it, you're driving with the obstruction of your vision. Then when you get into a car crash, why did I get into a car crash? Because you didn't remove the bloody thing that was blocking your vision, you know? So it's like there's something that you're keeping yourself trapped about, and you're not realizing that you're doing it. And it's putting you in a sad space. That's what these energies are the same for me. Eight of Swords in reverse and sad. Instead of facing it, you're keeping yourself in that trapped stage. And it may be stopping you. Like if there's something in front of you, you know, it's like having your phone on Do Not Disturb and somebody texting you, and then you never taking it off Do Not Disturb. Then you're wondering, I never got your message. Why did my phone do that? Girl, you put it on Do Not Disturb and then take it off. You know what I mean? Something like that, where you're purposely doing something, or you continuously drive something, use something, or say something, do something, knowing that what you're doing is not, you know, doing any good. You know, walking on a broken foot is not ever going to help it heal. It's going to make it worse in the long run. You know, driving with something obstructing your vision is not going to make, you know, is not anything good. It's going to cause a crash. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting in these two cards. Like you're doing yourself an injustice, doing something that's going against what you need to be doing, kind of vibe. So maybe you're someone who they're calling you out because you're trying to manifest this desire and attraction. You're trying to manifest maybe a message from someone. You're trying to manifest this love or this new love, but you're too stuck in like this sad energy. You're not really doing anything. You're not healing. You're not moving on. So it's giving, you went through a heartbreak. You know, somebody broke up with you, you broke up with them. It led to some sadness, you know, depression or heartbreak, and you're not doing anything to get over the heartbreak, you know? You're just staying stuck in that energy. But you still want love. It's like, well, you have to get back on the bandwagon. You have to get back on the horse. You fell off the horse and you hurt yourself. Does that mean you're never going to ride another horse again? You're going to let that little mishap keep you away from horses forever? Can I get one more card? Can I get a clarifier for these two cards? For what have they been doing wrong? We have Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, making logical, smart, grounded decisions. Like not taking all the information placed in front of you and using it properly is definitely what I'm getting. Now I'm getting irritated because I can't, like I had a structure for all the readings and it's just not going. I think this could fit up there. Poor wolf has to be covered, but hey. Bring this down a little, bring this down a little, bring this down a little, and then bring that down. Hope you can see it. Yeah, there's no structure, there's no method to the madness. Like nobody's saying you can't have madness, there can't be madness, there can't be chaos, but there is controlled chaos, and then there's, what is it called, atrophy, where it's just like chaos, like nothing is controlled in that environment. So what have you been doing wrong? You're not using proper judgment is what this is giving me here with the Justice card. You're not using your critical thinking skills. You're not using your common sense, you know. There's something here, like, you know how the dark part, the dark version of her is the one that is ruling supreme. So you could be giving into dark desires, you know, that is building up your bad karma in a way. Because you know what you're doing is wrong, but you're not stopping. You're not using your logic or your reason, you know, your critical thinking skills, essentially. In love, you know, and desire and attraction, and maybe how you communicate with someone, and it's leading to you always being sad. So in what area of their life do they need to improve, please? In what area of their life do they need to improve? My group threes, please. In what area of their life do they need to improve? Five of Cups. Yeah, getting over something, crying over spilled milk. It's like you're staying in this phase of, oh, I'm heartbroken, somebody left me, kind of thing. You're letting I heard fear rule you, but you're also letting sadness rule you. And then look, we have judgment. I thought something about judgment. You're not using proper judgment making skills. What, the devil came out? What the hell? I just put it, yeah. You're making bad decisions. Like you're letting this sadness control you. It's kind of like someone who broke up with someone and they're like, I'm never gonna fall in love again. And they go around to start sleeping with everyone. You know what I mean? And it's like, nothing's wrong with that, but it's like, it is letting that heartbreak rule you. You know, like the whole thing we say about men, once they get their heart broken once, they say they're never going to fall in love again, and continuously start hurting women because then they don't want to be in a serious relationship. So they're going around saying, oh yeah, telling women what they need to hear, what they want to hear, using them, then moving on, knowing they had no intention of ever settling down, kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. That could be what you're doing. You got your heart broke one time, and then it's just like, I'm never going to love again. You're walking around using people. You're being a snake. You're just looking after your snake if you're a guy. You're just looking after other people's snake if you're a girl, using their snake and then moving on. But there is definitely something that is keeping you sad, keeping you trapped, keeping you stuck. And it's this devil energy. Stuck in a cycle. You're letting your salacious, negative, devil on your shoulder thoughts win. That's the area of life that you need to improve. And it could be in, I'm hearing affairs of the heart, or the affairs of the not heart. Interesting. It's like, you know, falling down the rabbit hole and not getting back up. Like, what would have happened to Alice if she never left, you know, Wonderland? If she would have stayed down the rabbit hole, eventually in the end she had to leave, or else she would have been mad like everybody else in that world, you know? So you fell down the rabbit hole, you found yourself in Wonderland, you know, and you never escaped. You're still there going crazy as it seems. You're going to turn into the Mad Hatter. You know, he lost his mind, never got it back. You're going to turn to the rabbit hole, chasing after something and saying you're late. You know what I mean? You're going to turn into the creepy cat. You know, you're going to turn into the Queen of Hearts, you know? If you stay down the rabbit hole, if you stay in the darkness, you stay burrowed and hidden, it's going to, like I said, drive you crazy, drive you mad. And it could be like matters of like maybe sexual desires. You're just walking around sleeping with anyone. You know what I mean? And that's, And I was going to say, and that's not what you want to really be doing, because it's not making you any happier. So yeah, controlling your compulsive urges, your impulsive urges, your compulsory disorders, you know, things that are compelling you to do something. The negative, the sadness is making you make bad decisions, is essentially what I'm hearing. Now we're going to move on to the what you can do to improve this. What can they do to improve this, please? What can my group 3s do to improve this? This is quite the interesting reading. 3 of Pentacles. Work at it. Work at it. Find people to help you. Find outlets. Find community, you know? Find things that will take your mind off of something. Put your mind into making something. Like, pick up a hobby where you have to put your time and energy into something else. Like how they're crocheting a little blanket. Maybe crocheting is something that you need to do. Like I said, find the community of people that will take your mind off of something. Working with others. You know, it's going to meetings if you need help, that kind of way. Is somebody here addicted to sex addiction? I just heard that. That could be a thing, and you need to go to a meeting to help with that. It may not have started that way, but your sadness led you to finding comfort in you know, the bodily pleasures, and now you're stuck there. Or you're looking for love in all the wrong places, I'm hearing. In all the wrong places. Yeah, we're going down. What song is that? So it's like getting help, finding people that will take your mind off things, having hobbies, work, you know, collaborating with other people. This is a very confusing, it's not confusing, but it's like, what? I hope this is resonating for somebody, because I'm just like, maybe this is not an energy that I understand. I don't know. Can I get a clarifier for the 3 of Pentacles? How can they work to improve this? Just working. Collaborating with others, you know, working with like-minded individuals. These are too many. Sorry. 1 card. Can I clarify 3 of Pentacles? How can they better work to improve this? Get the cards just be taking their sweet time, Dad. How can they work to improve this? 9 of Swords, dealing with the hurt, dealing with the pain, dealing with the anxiety and moving on from it. Bottom of the deck, keeping the hope alive. Yeah, relying on faith and hope to get you through this period in your life. I don't know what you're going through, but feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm always here to listen. I do be responding sometimes, you know. If I feel like I can provide any help or words of affirmation or advice, if I've been in this similar situation, you know, if I don't have any expertise in this, I may not reply, but I'm definitely gonna heart it. I will read it and try to respond as best as I can, you know, whatever this is. If it's nothing even serious, you're just sleeping around, they're saying to stop sleeping around because the love of your life is coming through, and you're not gonna find him in the usual places you look for people, you know, that could be something. You're gonna get asked on a date where it's gonna lead to desire and attraction, but that's not what I'm getting, you know what I mean? I mean, that could be a thing as well, but it's not supposed to be a love reading, you know. So how can you work to improve this? By dealing with the hurt, dealing with the pain, dealing with the anger, dealing with the anxiety. If you have Wheel of Fortune, I just flew out the deck. You know what I mean? Dealing with it, moving on from it, overcoming it. So how are you holding yourself back is the last question we're going to ask. How are you holding yourself back, please? How are my group 3s holding themselves back? Magician. What the hell does that have to do with you holding yourself back? And the High Priestess. And the 10 of Cups in reverse. And the 6 of Cups in reverse. Like, you're holding yourself back by not realizing that you're able to create anything that you put your mind to, that you're able to do anything that you put your mind to. You set your mind to something, you're going to do it, you're going to have it, you're going to acquire it, because you're the High Priestess. You have magic, and then you have intuitive knowing behind that, you know. You have knowledge, you have wisdom, and it's like, you know what you're doing right now is not good, not okay, but you keep doing it, you know, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be sex, it doesn't have to be relationships, it doesn't have to be, you know, but you're doing something, walking on a broken leg, knowing it's not right for you, driving when there's something in your eye you can't see, you know. It's like old people who are losing their cognitive skills and still driving, and like, oh, I'm fine, I've been doing this for years. Your cognitive memory is not going to kick in. Your body's tired, it's worn down, like, it's time for you to stop driving. They don't want to stop driving though, and then they end up killing somebody, hurting somebody, and falling down a deep dark depression kind of thing, and hurt themselves even more because they can't get out of this. 5 of Cups with the Devil energy, like very, very, very toxic depression, sadness, like I said, going down the rabbit hole and going crazy, never coming back out, never to be seen again kind of energy, like very potent, toxic, bad, toxic, bad, you know? Like, not haha good, not toxic good, not that there's any kind of good toxic, but toxic bad, for these two to come out. In what area of life you need to improve, and how you deal with your sadness, how you deal with heartbreak, how you deal with love in general is what I'm hearing here. Because 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups is giving me soulmate union. So like I said, maybe you're waiting for your soulmate to come back, but how you're dealing with that is not the healthiest. You know, it's going to lead you on a road where you can't come back from. Because it's bringing all this bad karma. Once you're surrounded by bad karma, there's no way for the good karma to come through. So you're doing all these things, maybe trying to get over heartbreak, forget this person, you know, stay in the victim mentality of not wanting to get over them. And it's like the best way to move forward is to realize your power and to heal that power. Use your intuition to move forward. You know what I mean? To make yourself happy. And in doing so, you can turn these 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups in reverse. Because 6 of Cups is someone from the past, you know, it's nostalgia, it's memories. And it could be these unhappy memories and this failed relationship that's holding you back. Because these two specifically came out in reverse. That's what's holding you back. How are you holding yourself back, staying stuck in the past? You know, maybe your person's healing, fixing what went wrong or what you told them wasn't working in the relationship. And instead of you doing that without them, you have been spiraling down a hole, you know, going down the wrong path, I would say, a path of desire and attraction, where you're only listening to your bodily urges, you know, you're not listening to news, you're not listening you're not listening to sense, like I said. And this person's healing, and then when it's time for them to come back your way, they can't even get to you because you're so far gone. And I'm hearing, she's so gone, it's all over now. She's all gone, she's so gone, from Lemonade Mouth on Disney. So by the time this person even gets back to you, if this is regarding love or a soulmate that you lost, or maybe like you lost them for real, like death or something, and you're spiraling down something, believing you're never going to find love again. It's like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. If this is someone who was still alive and you're hoping they come back in, by the time they come back in healed, you're not going to be healed. You're going to be still down the rabbit hole, mad, insane, you know? Like, we're all mad here, the Mad Hatter said. If you stay in Neverland, not wanting to grow up, move on, that as well. Something here about being childish, being emotionally immature, or staying stuck in that mentality, even though you're so much smarter and so much more than that, so much more powerful than that. That's all you could handle right now. It's easy to be immature. It's hard to be mature and, you know, to make the hard decisions. So you could be staying in the energy of like, no, I don't want to move on. Throwing tantrums kind of thing. That could be what's going on. But it's funny how we have 1, 2, we have the Magician, and we have the High Priestess. How are you holding yourself back? You're not making the first steps to move on. There, for some reason, you may think you can only manifest unhappy relationships. That your mind is only going to take you back to the bad memories or the good memories. You're never going to be able to fully move on, kind of thing. Oh. Just stuck in a funk. And then we have Death and Rebirth, not being able to start over and find reason. Find, you know, sanctuary, being able to find enlightenment and move forward. Find the light at the end of the tunnel or at the top of the rabbit hole. Okay, so we're going to move on and get some more information or what else you may need to know. These just provide more context to the reading. They confirm if I've been saying the right thing or not. Hopefully I have been. She's so good. Maybe you feel like you lost a part of yourself. She's all over now. We have grief. Oh my fucking God. What are y'all telling me? Bro, that's crazy. Grief. Yeah. Maybe you lost something. You lost your happily ever after. She's pregnant here, so maybe you lost a baby. And you're staying stuck in that, you know? Wow. And you're like deep in that. Wow. I'm like, maybe that's what you're dealing with. No. I mean, yes, that's the card that came out. This is madness, guys. These never ceases to amaze me. Like, if you ever find a reader who doesn't get surprised by the synchronicities, just, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it has nothing to do with self-doubt. Maybe that's something, this is words for you. It has nothing to do with self-doubt. It's just like, wow. Like, things really just, you know, happen how they're supposed to happen. I'm sitting here like, oh, maybe I haven't been saying the right thing, or it's going to make somebody mad or sad. But it's like, it's the right message because this is to confirm. And I said these cards are to confirm. We have Speak Up. Find power. I think this is more about speaking. This is more than just speaking up, because we have the fifths here where it's like, you know, stand up instead. Like, get up, you know, get up. I understand you're going through grief, but it's time for you to get up now, you know. Like, I'm like, it has more to do with just speak up. It's stand up. Like, find your power, you know. Find people around you that make you feel empowered. We have 33 here. Which is 6. You're going through a transition. It seems like you're never going to come on the other side, but I feel like you really are. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I feel for you, for real. I don't know how deep this goes, so I don't want to be nonchalant. I don't want to be too heavy in case it's not that, you know, serious. But if it is, I'm here. We have Desire coming through a freaking again. We have Liberation, free yourself. Like I said, stand up, free yourself, yeah. And then we have Scarcity. So it's like, yeah, you lost someone, you broke up with someone, you said you're never going to fall in love again. I'm never going to want someone again. I'm never going to fall in love again. And it's kind of like you're living in a scarcity mindset, because that's not true. There's always going to be someone you could find again. You know, you thought you found your forever person. They were your soulmate. They were your happy ever after. And you're never going to find that again. But it's like, those are lies that your mind tells you. You're able to find happiness after grief, after loss, you know, coming from someone who lost someone. I've experienced loss, death, and also relationship loss. And it's like, you get over it, you know. There comes a time In every girl's life, you know, where you go through grief, you go through breakup, you go through heartbreak, you go through all these kinds of things. And it's like life doesn't stop moving because you are in grief. Like life goes on. I think it's important for you to remember that. Don't live in scarcity. Don't think you're never going to find love again. They freaking said love and new love is coming in. You're going to experience desire and attraction. It's coming in, news and messages, and it's going to get rid of the sadness. So back to what I was saying at the beginning, you're so stuck in this funk that this is like so hard for you to grasp. Even I'm like, wait, this reading started off so cute, and I'm like, what? And I got stuck in the energy of you like, oh, love is never going to come in. It's like, no, stand up, get rid of that energy. It's there and it's coming. Look how she's standing in her power. Look at her. Like, what is she like, period? And she has all these people backing her, ancestors, angels, spirit. Like, they're backing you. That's why they brought you to this reading. If you're here today and you're still watching, they said, hey, we got your back. We have the liberation. You can free yourself because we have 3 and 7, which add up to make 10. Wheel of Fortune energy. We're here backing you. You're going to move forward into this period of, you know, restoration. You're going to get your power back, but you have to stand up first. Find your passion, desire again. Like I said, find hobbies that make you happy. And that may be where you find somebody, you know? Or if you're not looking for love at all, you may come and sneak up and surprise you. You never know. But we have 33 here, which makes 6. And 6 always gives me like transformational energy where things are changing. Or it's like finding the calm after the storm, because 5 is change, and 6 is like finding your balance after. And then after that we have 7, which is 777, which is, you know, divine Wheel of Fortune kind of energy, where it's like, you know, it's a holy number, it's a holy time. So it's like things are coming. You just may not be able to see it yet, but you have to get out of that funk first. You can't stay down the rabbit hole, because like I said, you're gonna end up insane. And do you want to be insane? I don't think anybody wants to be insane. So we're gonna see what else they have to say, some advice for my group 3s. That was a horrible shuffle. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get back on your feet, but look how smooth that was. Eventually you're gonna get there. Practice makes perfect. Getting up and doing something, or making the effort to do something a little a day, makes all of the, you know, all the difference. Here we have today, I allow life to be easy. Chuck, move. Egg. Let's let the blast is bread. Today I allow life to be easy. Like, it's as easy as that. Ease. I just want to show the other part of the card. We have change course. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. So boom, back to the whole heartbreak thing. If you ended a relationship, a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. Liberation. You're gonna find more desire, more attraction, more love here. You know, you were living in scarcity. They're telling you it's time for you to move on from that. Like a closed relationship, a doomed relationship, you know, a loss is like, it's giving you something, like, you know, every new day is a day to start over, to make something new. This sadness, you're stuck in sadness. You thought you were going to fall, didn't you? We have passion, yes! And it almost fell. It flew out of the deck. If you could see it, I'm not sure if you did. Light up your life by honoring your deepest desires. Why do they keep coming through? They said what they said, guys. They said what they said. And it's going to come out over desire. Yeah. Following your deepest desire. Let me put this up more so you can probably still see it. Let's cover up all this crackpot energy we were getting earlier. We're moving on from that. We're moving on from the grief. Once you start speaking up or maybe talking about what they're saying, talk about your grief. Find the strength to, you know, say, I still desire to be alive. I still desire to love, you know. I'm moving on. Instead of saying, oh, I'm stuck in grief, say, I allow life to be easy, you know. Maybe speak up about it and move on from the grief you've experienced. You know, speak up to people. What's what the Three of Pentacles was saying. You know what I mean? Support group. People who have gone through the same things as you, kind of thing. Therapists, talking about your problems. That's going to be important for you. Like-minded individuals. Light up your life by honoring your deepest desires. Maybe, like I said, finding a hobby that you love to do. That will get you out of the funk. Start small. We have self-worth sticking out. Elevate. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. Right into liberation. So you were sitting here mourning a lost relationship when that person did not deserve you. You deserve way better. Like, it's time for you to realize your self-worth, like the card done said here. All the way up. Hit that mallet and fill your cup all the way up with the self-worth, with the self-love. Because you get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards and call in somebody better. What you had wasn't it. And then we have listen. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. They said speak up. They said speak up. Find someone who hears you. That group, that Three of Pentacles, of people who are building the blanket. 3 people who are putting their energy into something greater. You know, finding camaraderie there. Finding peace. Finding solace. Feeling safe enough to speak up and feel heard. Like I said, there's people backing you. You know, it's kind of giving someone who has people in their life supporting them. And, you know, when they go up on stage to accept, if you're in school and you're going for school, and it's kind of like you're finding it hard or you want to give up, just think of all the people in your life that's going to be there cheering you on, or the people in your tribe, you know, whether they've seen and unseen, that's going to be there cheering you on, saying you did this, you know, you did that. It's like somebody bigging you up kind of vibe. Yeah, you start to heal the moment you feel heard. You haven't been feeling heard. And here we have Rebel. It says it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, so now we're on the part of the reading where we see what happens after the math, in the aftermath. Once the clouds have parted and the sunshine, which it just started freaking shining really bright outside. I said that, which is hilarious, but I don't believe in coincidences anymore. As soon as the clouds part and the sun shines through, like, what comes after this? Like, you put in the work, you speak up, you know what I mean? You feel heard. What comes after? We have bashfulness, the opossum, and peony. And peony. Like, what am I saying? Peony. Bashfulness, like, it's giving, you know, shy, meeting someone new and getting shy and giddy again. Happy for love. What else do we have? We have patience. You find some patience where you didn't have any before. We have boundaries. You assert better boundaries, and I feel like that's a very important thing to assess after a breakup, if that's what this is. Where did the relationship go wrong? Not even in where you went wrong. Where did the person go wrong? What were they not doing that you needed? What boundaries of yours that you had set were they overstepping? And that's how you know how to build the next relationship, on those boundaries of the last one that fell apart. Like, stop looking at it as, oh, the good memories, and don't get lost in the good memories. Say, screw that person. They didn't do what was best for me. They did what was best for themselves. Now it's time for you to do what was best for you. Get back into the shy, bashful energy of, you know, first dates and things like that. Because it's coming. Here we have romance. What did I say? What did I say? I'm about to shake the table, bro. Romance. We have metamorphosis, change, you know? And it's giving Princess of the Frog here. You may end up, you know, you have to kiss a few frogs, but the next one may be your prince. Who knows? And then we have innocence. Innocence and bashfulness is the same vibe. Like I said, those first date jitters, you're getting to know someone again. You know what I mean? You're excited, you know, that kind of thing. But first you have to move on. You have to get out of that funk. Like, your frog awaits you. You gotta kiss that frog. Well, he's not a frog, he's a prince, honestly, but he was cursed, you know? Maybe the same way you may feel that you're cursed. Maybe you're looking for your prince or your frog that's been cursed to kiss. But I think those are all the cards that I want to pull. I think it is. But what a beautiful sentiment to end off on. We have romance, metamorphosis, and innocence. It's just like you're gonna feel that spark. It's giving full energy. Yeah, because we got 0. Like, you're starting over again. You're feeling that excitement of the unknown, of the newness of life. The sun just came out and it's staying out this time. Like, okay, heard you, see you. But I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. Did I say subscribe? I hope I did. The divine family love to have you. Desire and attraction awaits you. That is a PSA that Spirit has to say to you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this rock, then you're in the right place. This is what is Spirit calling you out about. Okay, there's something that you've been doing that they want to, you know, there's something you've been doing, you've been not doing something they want to call you out about, and we're going to find out what that is today in this reading. Hold on, because I feel like, yeah, just there we go, much better. Not that much even changed, but yes, you're being called out today. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 got their calling out. Now it's time for your tongue lashing. Or that may be what it is, that may not be what it is. Who knows? We'll see. But you chose this rock. I love it. It's giving like plateau. It's giving like a seat. It's giving an island. So you may be getting an island in the storm. You know, you've been stuck at sea. And you're kind of getting a reprieve, you know? Or maybe you've been an island for too long. You've been alone too long, isolating yourself. That's the problem. But this is going to be the grounding energy of the reading. What the reading is about. What you're being called out about, essentially, kind of vibe. We're going to see what it says. And it says mountain. That's funny how this is like a freaking mountain. We have challenges and achievements, okay? Challenges and achievements. Mountain. Like, that's what this looks like as well. It's like an island, a seat, stepping up to a new level or something. We're going to see what comes through in the reading. Like, because where do these prints come from, child? Annoying. So we're going to put this over there and get into the reading. We're going to pull some more cards from this deck to see what else they have to say. What else is our spirit? Are you guys calling them out about, my group 4s? What else are you calling them out about, please? In this reading, we're going to be going over what have you been doing wrong? Shark. Survival power. See, yes, you've been in survival mode for too long. That's the vibe that I was getting with the whole you've been on yourself, you've been on your own for too long. But in this reading, we're going to be going over what have you been doing wrong, in what area of your life do you need to improve, how can you work to improve this, and how are you holding yourself back. So if some way, shape or form you found yourself on this reading, you saw the intro, saw the options, and you're still here, then that means you want to know how can you better improve your life, or what's coming, or whatever Spirit wants to tell you in this reading. And hello, how are you? Saddle up, child, because every reading has been a little something of its own, you know. They haven't all been the same. We have teeth, control, and change. Too much control and survival. Okay, yeah, you've been in survival mode for too long, and that leads to you wanting to control everything, or feeling like you need to control everything. Okay, not knowing how to, you know, let go with the flow kind of vibe. So we're gonna see, what have my group 4s been doing wrong? I heard get right to the point. Okay, so you guys maybe no nonsense, which makes sense, y'all. We have the Star in reverse, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing you've lost focus on what it means to wish on a star and believe in the impossible, because you've been so stuck in this logical Virgo, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. You've been so stuck in this energy of do, achieve, perfectionist. This has to be perfect, that has to be perfect. You've been so stuck in that you don't know what it means, like, you know, let go, to believe, trust in divine timing kind of vibes. It's kind of like you're too logical, you know. Some people are too delusional. You've become too logical. You've had, like, the hold you have on something is like too strong. I want to get a clarifier card. I'm gonna get a clarifier for this portion of the reading. What have they been doing wrong? You've lost faith in something. Like, I feel like you're not understanding that challenges lead to achievement. So you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm having all these challenges and nothing is happening, nothing's going right. It's like, because along the way, during all these challenges, you've lost faith. And without faith, we have nothing, you know, honestly, I would say, anyway, in my opinion. Here we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. What have you been doing wrong? You've closed yourself out to I don't want to say love, because that's not really what I'm getting. You close yourself out to romance and allowing things serendipity. That's what I'm hearing big. Like you've erased your mind of story tales or fairy tales. Damn. I'm like, what? You've erased the see, you don't even know how to say it anymore when I'm in your energy. I don't even know what that is. Story tales? No. You erase your mind of fairy tales and meet cutes and serendipitous moments and fate, and everything happens for a reason. You've erased your mind of that because you've been stuck in this logic mindset for so long of achievement after achievement to get to this next challenge to achieve something. Like, you're not just, rolling. I'm hearing with the punches. I feel like you have been rolling with the punches for so long and for too long that you've kind of forgot what it means to be in this Knight of Cups energy, which is like believing in romance and love and fate and soulmates and everything happens for a reason kind of vibe. You've lost the plot. I've heard you lost the plot. So what have you been doing wrong? You lost the plot, or you forgot why you were doing this or who you were doing this for, if that makes sense as well. And we have control and change. Like everything, like these like opposite sides of the same coin. On one side of the coin we have challenges, but those lead to achievements kind of thing. So you're either going to be in a challenge mode where everything is hard, and you could have been stuck in that mode for so long that it's just like, oh, nothing good is going to happen ever again. But you're not seeing the achievements you've achieved, or you're not seeing the achievements that you have accumulated. That's better, And then here we have survival. You've been in survival mode for so long that you've forgotten your power. Your true power could be believing in the impossible, and that's what led you to maybe go down a certain road or try to overcome these challenges to get to these achievements, because you were like, okay, I know at the end of the day I'm gonna always land where I'm supposed to be. And then here we have control versus change. I don't think there can be any change when you're too in control of something, when there's too tight of a grip, when you're holding on so tightly to something that it can't move. That kind of thing. There could be no change. So setting your ways is also coming through. So in what area of your life do you need to improve? In what area of your life do you need to improve? I'm hearing finding something to hold on to. Something that keeps you grounded in the anything is possible realm of things. In what area of your life do you need to improve? Yeah, it's funny how we have the freaking Ace of Swords, and that's just relying purely on logic and facts, You've been relying purely on logic and facts, and it's not really getting you anywhere. It's not getting you the epiphanies that you may want, It's not getting you the results that you may need in order to keep going. You need to improve. Yeah, believe in the impossible again. Yeah, because look, we have all this logic is just keeping you in this funk of nothing good is going to happen, nothing's going to change, I'm not going to get what I want kind of thing. And I wish the freaking cards would stop acting up. Like, I'm never going to get what I want. Life is hopeless. Like, there's no reason for me to keep fighting for something. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of challenges. I'm never going to find achievements. You're staying on the negative side of the coin. So on the opposite side, you have achievements, but you're too stuck on the challenges. On the opposite side of survival, we have power. You're not understanding that, eventually going through these things is going to reach you to the other side, I'm hearing, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? You're forgetting why you crossed the road in the first place, to get to the other side, because you're getting so lost in survival mode. You're getting so lost in the challenges. You're getting so lost in wanting to control everything and be in control. The Five of Cups, and what factor of life you need to improve. This funk. Crying over spilled milk. Saying life is never going to get good. Life is so boring. Nothing ever goes my way. Like, And not to make, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, the way I said it, it's just like, annoying, You could be becoming annoying to people around you, not to, kick you when you're down. If you are down, it's just like hearing somebody complain all the time is not in good form. Like, get some Nicki Minaj on and start dancing, child. Put on good form. I can't with myself. How can you work to improve this funk you found yourself in? This complaining over every little thing when there are more opportunities to be had. If you lose this one challenge, that's fine, because there's more opportunities coming your way, more achievements to be had in the future. Don't wallow because you lost this one challenge. It's like, you know, it's giving sour, is this sour sport? Poor sport? Sore loser and spoil sport. Like, what the heck am I trying to say? Yeah, sore loser and a spoiled sport. So if you lose this one challenge, everybody wants to be mad. And instead of celebrating the person that won, you're like, oh, well, I lost, kind of thing. It's like, well, maybe you'll win the next one. There's always the next one, champ, you know? How can you work to improve this? This is my favorite part. How can you work to improve this? Okay, don't gotta be all dramatic. Maybe you're being dramatic. How can you work to improve this? I guess I'll take them. Seven of Pentacles. Stop working so hard. Stop trying to be an overachiever is what I just heard. And stop trying to see everything that's coming before it comes. Stop hovering. That's what I'm hearing. The World. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's something here about stop being so freaking logical all the time. You know, I'm like, oh, I have to be the smartest in the room. I have to know the solution to every problem. And it's like, you don't. You don't. All the Swords cards that's come out has been in reverse. They're telling you to stop being so in your mind. Stop being so critical. Stop thinking that you have to have all the answers, because you really don't. Seven of Pentacles is definitely stop being an overachiever. You're trying to plant all these different seeds, and you're sitting there watching it, you know, watching, what do you call it? Water boil is the most, oh my gosh. You just planted a seed and you're sitting there hovering over it. Like, if you're hovering over it, you're casting a shadow and it can't get any light from the sun. How do you expect the plant to grow? You're heating up your food and it'd be the longest 30 seconds of your life. You know what I mean? Waiting for water to boil, waiting for a plant to grow. But once you walk away and leave it alone and you go and enjoy life, by the time you come back, it's sprouted into a tree already. You know, so you're being too clinical. You know? Like, what's the other word can I think of? You're being too clinical. You're being too, is it tactical? Like a commander in war. Like, you have to do this. You have to wake up at this time. You have to do that. And, you know, it's like, it's not that serious. Anymore, I just heard. Anymore. I'm hearing, I just can't live like this anymore. Alejandro. By Lady Gaga's coming through. Don't call my name, don't call my name, Alejandro. So you're sick of tired of being the person everybody calls when they need help. You're sick of tired of always being the person that can, you know, because you're in that overachiever mode. So whenever somebody needs something done, they're calling you. You know, who you're going to call? Ghostbusters. They call to you to fix every problem, kind of thing. It's just like, stop being the problem solver then. You know, get out of the energy of having all the answers. Get out of the energy of being the person that people come to for advice, you know. You put yourself in that situation by maybe wanting to be in control of everything. You know, you would know better than me, honestly. How can you work to improve this? You know, look at the big picture is what I heard with the World card. Relieve yourself of the issues of the problems. Start over. End this cycle and start over. You've reached the end of this period of your life. There's no need for you to be working so hard and be in survival mode anymore. It's time for you to just enjoy. I'm hearing elevate, freedom, you know, carefree mode. The world is always traveling as well. Sometimes you may want to travel. They're telling you to travel somewhere. You know, take a breather, take a break. Stop working. Take a break. Yes. How can you work to improve this? Take a break. Stop checking on this person and that person and this person and working so hard and planting all these seeds and over tiring yourself out. Take a break. Go on a trip. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Like, when you're not even working, you're still thinking about work. Like, no. So now we're going to go on to how are you holding yourself back? Ooh, look at that. You start something and then it kind of like breaks off. There we go. That was fine. How are you holding yourself back? How are my group 4s holding themselves back? The card flip over. I don't think so. How are my group 4s? How are they holding themselves back? How are they holding themselves back, please? How are they holding themselves back? Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, not enjoying life, not taking any time for leisure, not taking any time for things that are other than work, not taking time for things that are other than work, that are not work, like hobbies, passions, spending time doing things that you enjoy doing. You're not doing any of that. That's how you're holding yourself back, by not enjoying life. Okay. Can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Wands in reverse? You're not enjoying life. You're not allowing anything to light you up and make you happy. How are you holding yourself back? You're not taking a break, because the Four of Swords card is healing, moving on. If you've been working too hard, you're going to rest up to rejuvenate yourself. This is giving you're not resting up, and you're not taking time for yourself to do anything that makes you happy. So anytime, if it's not work, you're not looking at it, you know? If it's not fun, you're not doing it, you know? And we have Two of Swords is blocking your path. How are you holding yourself back? You're blocking your own path. You're getting in your own way, essentially. Like, you're not able to see the clear path forward. This card has been stalking everybody. Like, it's giving that you think you're on the wrong path, but you're not on the wrong path. It's like constantly giving me someone who's always asking, am I on the right path? Am I on the right path? And like checking in every day. It's like, you haven't even allowed any time to pass before you're asking again. Like I said, you're not even allowing the plant any time to grow before you're back over there looking to see if it sprouted anything. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifying messages from this deck here. Be open to change. Good change, fun change. What more do they need to know? What is Spirit calling them out about? These cards are always so dang slippery. What Spirit more? Stagnancy as well, being stagnant, stuck in the one energy for too long. I can't talk now. What Spirit for? I'm like, what is that? We have alchemy. We have alchemy. What else? Naked. Yeah, it's giving constraints. Free yourself from constraints. When you're naked, clothes are not holding you in. You feel free. You feel at ease for the first time. It's giving when you finally get to take off your bra, if you're a girl, and let the girls hang. Child. Oh. Yeah. That's the stuff. You've been wearing tight suits all day, and you're just like, you finally come home, you're going to take off the tie and, you know, take off those shoes and just like, ugh. Heaven. You've been wearing tight shoes all day. They don't quite fit, or heels. Oh my gosh, you take those heels off. Oh, orgasmic sigh, please. Resistance. Yes, you are been resisting change. Here we have giving and receiving. Yep, that's what I was picking up as well with the whole Ace of Swords. You always have all the answers, and you think you should. You're always the person everybody comes to. You have a problem asking for help, and it's kind of like, giving, which is what you do, also comes with receiving. Allow yourself to receive. You can give, but it's also okay for you to receive as well, you know, to take a break, receive. You give so much into your work, it's good for you to receive other, you know, pleasure in other ways, like through, like I said, outlets, hobbies, passion that don't include work, okay? Having a good time with friends, traveling, you know? Naked, definitely. I'm just still thinking about taking off that bra. Taking off the heels, taking off the clothes that you've been wearing on it, just too form-fitting. Like, I want to be me in my own skin, you know? Maybe you're just like, you're resisting who you really are, trying to be somebody else. And it's like, resistance is futile. Resistance is futile. That's funny. Alchemy, like, you're able to do whatever you put your mind to, which is why, like I said, you don't see on the other side of challenges there's achievements. On the other side of survival there's power. On the other side of control there's change, because you're still so stuck in like the negative swirl of emotions, the negative swirl of I have to get up and do. Like, I don't ever get to sit and receive, you know, or you know, take. Like, for some reason I feel called to read. Where did I put this? Don't fall. I've never read anything from this book before, so I feel called to read about. Will she be in the beginning? Like, is it by? No, it's not. Of course it's not. Will they tell us? I've never read from this book before. The African Goddess. So I want to read about alchemy. Oh, they have different. Okay. Where would she be at? What's her name? Queen Nefertiti. Her. Okay. Where's Nefertiti? Nefertiti is Queens. 76. I feel called to read from it. She's the goddess of alchemy, temple queens, element fire. Nefertiti was a legendary Egyptian queen whose name means a beauty has come. Celebrated as a goddess and her husband's equal, Queen Nefertiti led a spiritual revolution worshipping Aten, the sun god. Queen Nefertiti's guidance: it is time. You turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on a path to fulfilling your purpose. See, like I said, you are someone who's always constantly worrying about, am I on the right path or not? And they're like, yes. You don't have to keep asking. You don't have to keep checking. You don't have to keep stressing. Embodiment. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute, led into gold by shifting from fear to love, from survival to power, from challenges to achievements, from control to always be opening to change. Yes. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eye. First, imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look, taste, and smell like to be loved fully, unconditionally? I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? Goddess declaration. Everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, so you have the Midas touch in case it's something you were worried about. I want to look up and see if this is still recording. Yes, I have trust issues now because last time one of the groups stopped charging. Stop recording because my phone died. Like, stop playing. Now I'm paranoid, especially because it's Mercury retrograde. We're not going to have any problems. I don't feel like recording anything over again, you know? So, like, you keep checking. Like I said, you have to check to see if it was still recording. Like, you're checking to see if it's still growing. Does it need more water? Like, you keep checking in on yourself kind of vibe. Instead of just trusting in yourself that you're able to achieve what you want to achieve. You've lost faith that everything's going to come as it's supposed to come, you know? Yeah, that's definitely the vibe I'm getting for you. Okay, put that back. Everything you touch turn to gold. Affirm that. Okay, I am a money magnet. If this is money related, which I do feel like it is, achievements and Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. What are we getting next? Yes, we have to get these cards here. We're gonna get some advice. You have 22. You are in alignment. Stop resisting. Like I said, resistance is futile. Put these up here. And we have 10 here, giving and receiving, Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay. We have needs. And this is sitting at the top of the deck for the longest time. I looked over and saw it, and I'm like, we have, do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? A kind encounter with a friend. Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. I was just seeing this, and I was like, and it came out. And now I'm like, makes sense while I was looking over there. Do you need more time? You do. You do. a break from thinking too much, a kind encounter with a friend. Like I was saying, hang out with friends, having a good old time, allowing yourself to let loose and let go. Your needs matter, and it's time you honor them. They said what they said. More confirmation that I'm not talking on my booty. I worry about that sometimes. Could be you. You worry about that sometimes. That you're not as good as what you do as you think you are, or as you know you are. Like you know you're always giving to others, but you have a hard time accepting. We have it's safe to wait. Patience. Didn't patience come out already? No. No, it came out in the last reading. That's why. But another card, another deck. What else? What more advice do you have for my group fours, please? We have reassess. You have the right to change your mind. This is giving changing direction. If what you're doing right now, you don't feel like it's working for you, you're always questioning, oh my gosh, am I on the right path? Am I on the right path? If you feel that you're not on the right path, you might not be on the right path. And you have every right to change it. You know, once you come upon resistance, pivot, change direction, do something else, you know? Because resistance is futile. Resisting is not going to make it or stop it from happening. So like I said, if you feel resistance, pivot, do something else. Abundance, period. We have being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. Ooh, it's all in trust. You've been thinking too much about it. You know, like I've been doing all these things, but I still haven't been getting anything in return. It's like once you believe, like I said, you've lost faith. You've lost the belief. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm not to be getting crazy. You know, I just love when it comes together like this. Like when you've lost the plot, like I said, you don't know why you're doing what you're doing anymore. You've just been doing and not getting anything back in return kind of thing. It's just a lot has been going on, you know, and you've lost faith. And when you lose that faith, everything seems just like, you know, drab and boring because you're not living for magic anymore. You're not believing in magic anymore. And once you don't believe in magic, life be boring, child. So it's like you've stopped believing in that, you know. And when you trust yourself and when you, like I said, when you believe in yourself, because even I said it here, I'm like, sometimes I doubt, you know, that I know what I'm talking about until the oracle cards come out and affirm it. And I shouldn't need the oracle cards. I should trust in myself, right? You know, the oracle cards always tell me, yeah, you know what you're talking about. And that could be you as well. You're always doubting yourself. You know, your thoughts become too much. And when that happens, go out and have fun. But you're denying yourself from doing that. And that's how you're holding yourself back from resting, taking care of yourself, self-love, self-care, good words of affirmation about yourself, and having a good time. Doing things that rejuvenate you, that breathe life back into you. Like you can't work until you're a dead battery. Like I said, my phone died last time. You could be like a dead battery. So everything that I be saying in the reading will be resonating in some way, shape, or form. You know, like you work yourself until you're a dead battery, and you're just constantly checking, was that enough this time? Did I make enough money? Or is it gonna come in? It's just like, you don't believe it because you keep checking in it. You keep checking on it. When you believe it's gonna come, then it's gonna come. So that you've been having like a lack mentality or scarcity mindset when it comes to money. It's just like when you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. Okay, I'm gonna get the last deck here for you guys for what comes after, the aftermath. You know, once you make these positive changes and you move on, the smoke is cleared, the clouds part, the sun shines down on you, which equals a blessing, you know what I mean? What is coming after the aftermath? What is coming in the aftermath? My group fours, please. The aftermath spirit, please. What is coming in the aftermath? Okay. We have deceit. Interesting. We have nourishment. Deceit is I'm hearing for some reason like you're deceiving yourself. So it may not be deceit from anywhere else but yourself. We have 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 coming through here, awakening energy. You need to awaken to your alchemy. We have 3 here, which is naked. Like, you know, believe that you're worth something, even if you don't have the most expensive clothes on or the most expensive thing. You're worth a lot, you know. This is Empress energy here. Love yourself most when you're naked, kind of thing, when you don't have anything to offer someone. If people don't love you like that, they shouldn't be in your life. Another message coming through here. We have 22-4, resistance. Stop staying stuck, you know what I mean. A 4 also represents stability, kind of thing, in alignment, finding your flow and not resisting that flow, being stubborn. Here we have 10, Wheel of Fortune. I think I mentioned already. Okay, just trying to cover all my bases. I did all that for group 1, 2, and 3, so I gotta do it for y'all too. Once you master the energy of giving and receiving, that's when that Wheel of Fortune energy is gonna pop into your life, okay? Here we have mischief. We love it. We love it. You may need to just, you know, get into that mischievous energy. And stop being so responsible all the time. I think that's you. You're just always the responsible one. Like, get into some mischief. Maybe, you know, deceive some people, or stop deceiving yourself that you're good, you know, living the way you're living. Nourish yourself. Get into some mischief. We have preparation. Prepare for the money fall, the windfall, the giving and receiving, because it came out over that one. Prepare for the windfall. You know, mischief. Stop resisting who you are. You can be mischievous and responsible at the same time, child. Okay. Here we have nourishment. Nourish your body as well as coming through. And then we have deceit. Stop deceiving yourself that you're not capable of doing that. I've said that many times already. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have adaptability. Yeah, that's stuck energy. It's going to be, it needs to go. You're going to be able to be more adaptable after all this is said and done, okay? But that's all that I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading, the bird just said do that. The bird outside said chirp. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share if you feel called to, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me with my email in the description box below. But without further ado, let me stop. Other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching the stream. Now the sun is blazing outside. I love it. Like the sunshine after the fog. You know, like I said, the sun equals a blessing. It's going to be shining down on you. Okay, I'm done. Beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.